What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. Great to see some of you in here already hanging out. I see a couple comments in here, so we're going to go ahead and get the intro song rolling. But before we do, you remember, guys, that the Wednesday live streams and all live streams are long form shows, meaning that we'll be in here for 1, 2, 3 hours, whatever it ends up being. And I always do that with the background feedback. I got it. So remember, guys, drop your comments. Let us know what's going on with you guys. Give us your updates, where you're at. If you're struggling with something, if you just accomplished something, let us know. Let us know. Make sure you smash that like button, and we'll be here for a couple hours talking about Suboxone, Sublocade, Kratom, opiate addiction, recovery, etc. So we'll see you guys in just a few minutes, baby. right, you guys know what time it is. It's time for the Wednesday live stream, baby. Great to see everybody. Izzy was wanting to come say hello. Say hello, Isabella, Cinderella, as she turns the microphone down. How's everybody doing out there today? Please leave me some comments, questions. Oh, I love you too. Thank you. Thanks for the kisses. I see you eyeing that snacky. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Any updates for the week? I'd love to hear it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and change the banner on the screen really quick here. Get rid of that one and put that one on there. So before we get into anything, guys, you see the disclaimer on the bottom. And that disclaimer says that I am not a doctor and nothing on this channel is medical advice. So if you are struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical provider. And remember, guys, that everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. And for me to share my experience with you and for you to share your experience with others. So please be sure and do that. And we like to hear from you guys and hear what's going on in your life. Things you're struggling with, things that you've recently accomplished or you are working towards. Whatever you guys want to share. And it doesn't have to be just with Suboxone or, Kratom or anything like that, guys. You can talk about whatever you want really on this channel. And so please be sure and share with us what's going on with you guys. I'm going to remove the old disclaimer there. Bye. All right. So who is up in here? Whoa, I see a bunch of comments already. Make sure I start jumping on there. But before I do, let me give this little chick her snackaroni. She's going in for a dental cleaning next on the 14th. So hopefully she can handle that pretty well. And she's just due for some teeth cleaning. So we're going to give her a snacky. This should help clean her teeth too. Are you going to take it? You want to stay here? All right, you can stay here with me. No? You want down? I don't know if she wants to hang out here with us or what. She usually wants to take this and run. Oh, there she goes. All right. Hey, she freaking wearing my arm out holding her up here. All right, so let's jump to the comments. Guys. Please say hello as soon as you get in here. Make sure you smash that like button. We've got 6 likes. We usually get that over 10 before we even start, so it might be a slower show in here. It seems like the Wednesdays have been a little bit slower lately. It seems like the Sundays have been the more popular streams, so either way, smash the like, guys, and maybe I won't have to turn the chat on slow motion today if there's not tons of people. So looks like Liz made it up in here first today. Good to see you in here early, Liz. Glad you could make it. How's things going with you, Liz? I know you've been working on Suboxone, right? Mikey in the house. What's up, Mikey? Good to see you. Mikey says hit that like button. Yes, please do, guys. Please smash that like button. And let's see here. I don't think Mama Deb's going to be up in here today. Okay, KG Smith in the house says, hello, Mikey, Liz, and Big Kev. Oh, she called me Big Kev now, too. What's up, KG? I think Mikey's the only one that's ever called me that. Good to see you in here, KG. Hopefully you can give us an update if you have anything on the Butrans journey you've got going there, KG. How's that working with the summer heat? Have you had to keep using the super glue? I've been curious about that. Hashtag, what's up? Hashtag. Let's say hashtag. Let's see here. Hashtag says, hey, Ronan, what's up, Ronan? Is this the same Ronan from back in the day that used to watch my channel, or is that a different Ronan? So Mikey says, went to the specialist for my neck, getting a fluoroscopy. I'm not sure if I said that wrong or you spelled that wrong. August 21st at 11. Get the cervical spine epidural. But for now, he gave me a NSAID and steroid pack, the disgusting Medrol pack. I haven't heard about that. Medrol pack? Ronan says, how you doing today, man? I'm doing great. How are you? How are you, my friend? Got to confirm with my insurance. KG says, I'm praying for that works for you, Mikey. So it looks like we've got some more people jumping in here now. So please be sure and smash that like button as you guys come in here. We've almost got that to 10 now. There we go. We got 9. We got 9. Do we got 10 likes? Anybody smash that 10? Do we got 10? Those auctioneers, man, those guys can talk. Man, it's hot. It is cooling off though today. Thank you, whoever just smashed the like. I seen that number 10 pop up. I appreciate you, babies. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Let's see here. So who else is up in here? I'm gonna keep an eye on this and see if more people came in as soon as you guys just hit that like button or not. If it slows down, there we go. We got 11 likes. There we go. There we go, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's see here, Mikey. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get too far behind right off the bat like I usually do, guys. So Mikey says, all I need is that shoulder to stop hurting, my right shoulder. So is that the worst part of it, Mike? Is that even worse than your back pain? Because I know you always have back pain. Megan, what's up, Megan? Oh, that reminds me too about the back pain. So I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about this or if you've seen any little short videos I've made or not on the subject, but I've struggled with sleep apnea for many years. Well, I used to struggle with sleep apnea, but I learned how to fix that by sleeping propped up. My pillows are propped up in like a triangle. So I sleep up at an angle, like 3 pillows under my neck and then 1 under my back to just make like a triangle. So I literally slept like that on those pillows for over probably around 10 years now. And that fixed my sleep apnea instantly. Like I used to wake up in the middle of the night fully out of breath and I didn't ever know what the hell that was. And I was really honestly kind of too afraid to look into it for many years. But then after I started having heart problems, I went and had talked to the cardiologist and all this stuff and had some heart scans done. And we figured out that I have sleep apnea. I recorded myself sleeping one night and holy crap, that's scary to watch. You literally are like suffocating in your sleep. You stop breathing. Anyways, long story short, I started kind of having lower back issues. I figured out it was probably from the way that my pillows were set up. It wasn't like the smoothest ramp. So I bought a sleeping wedge, a pretty large one too. And ever since I bought that, I've been sleeping a lot better and my lower back doesn't hurt anymore. Like many times, guys, like just rolling out of bed, I was in pain. But that sleeping wedge, it's like a foam sleeping wedge. Or what's it called? Memory foam sleeping wedge or something like that. Wow, it makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. And like I said, that cured my sleep apnea just like that. No more waking up in the middle of night, gasping for air. Has any of you guys ever experienced that? It's a really scary thing. And if you do, you have sleep apnea. And you need to get that figured out because that can cause some serious heart problems down the line. All right, let's see. Megan says, glad to hear that. I hope you heal soon. Real quick, I'm going to throw this week's contributors up on the bottom and just make sure that I leave that up on the screen for the entire stream. Where did it go? And I'll be sure and thank each one of them in just a little bit here. There they are right now, scrolling across the bottom. Jerem, what up, Jerem? You made it, buddy. Good to see you in here. Ronan says, yo, yo, yo. KG says, hey, Izzy, hey. She loves to come in here and say hi to y'all. She's like, Dad, I know what you're doing. Every time I come in here, it's the only time I come in this room is to do live streams. Cute dog. I love dogs. Yeah, I'm scared to get that cleaning done, but she needs her teeth cleaned. Like, I've seen what happens to dogs if their teeth are in bad condition when they get older. My Chihuahua had really bad teeth, and it was a crappy to see her go through the stuff she went through, having to give her medication every day for her heart. So her heart was all screwy because of the infection and stuff. So yeah, take care of your dog's teeth, guys. I give her there's like a water treatment you can mix in with her water every day. That's supposed to help keep things clean. And then I always give her like snacks like that help. It kind of like brushes her teeth in a way, but it's still even after doing both of those things, ideally she would let me brush her teeth every day, but she's not letting me in her mouth like that. So I'm going to need to let them do it. If you guys can brush your dog's teeth, that will really, really help on a regular basis. Could you imagine, guys, not ever brushing our teeth? You know how crappy it feels to have stuff stuck in your teeth? Just imagine never being able to clean your teeth. Oh, rough. So let's see. Hashtag says, my drug team in the UK have agreed to switch me from methadone to subbies, Suboxone, then Buvidal. Not the 1 week induction though. They want a few weeks as I've been on methadone for 30 years. Wow. That's an interesting situation. Cool. Thanks for sharing. That's awesome. Yeah. How do you feel about it? What dose of methadone are you on right now? Yeah, I think that's an awesome plan. Actually, that's a really awesome plan. I think I'm trying to remember because I know I know somebody who went from methadone to Suboxone, and they were worried about the possible withdrawal. Because I think you need to don't quote me on this, but I think you need to wait till the methadone is out of your system before you can take Suboxone. If I'm recalling right, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody, don't quote me on this. But some people use kratom to fill that gap, and kratom will keep you out of withdrawal, and then you can go from methadone, wait for withdrawal to kick in, then take some kratom to hold you over until you are ready for Suboxone, something like that. I know that. Remember, guys, I'm not a doctor, and doctors don't really know much about kratom, so it's literally just from people researching that have tried that and had success doing that. So if you can white knuckle it without kratom. I don't even know if you have kratom where you're at, but yeah, please let us know how the Buvidal goes, because it's not even available here in the States yet. It's coming here soon, but we really need to know. We need to get feedback from people who have tried and are on Buvidal. So please be sure and come back to the channel and give us an update on how your Buvidal experience goes. Don't they call it... Yeah, it's Buvidal over there. That's what I said. So it's Brixadi here in the States, but it's Buvidal over there. It's the same thing. So it'll be good to get an update on that. Baby. Tara, what's up, Tara? She says, hey y'all, hope y'all having a wonderful day. How'd your first day go this week, Tara? I'll just say that. I think that you were starting that this week. Kimmy says, I can't stay. I'm going to meet Matt Rife. Love y'all. Oh, have a good time, Kimmy. Have a good time. Don't be crushing too hard over there. Have fun. Have fun. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Good to see you, Kimmy. Thanks for hopping in here for just a moment, girl. Good to see you. Okay, so that is the Ronin from back in the day. Okay, cool. Good to see you back in here, man. I know you've been one of the OG followers of this channel. I remember seeing you on Rockin' Roberto's channel back in the day, making comments on her channel. How was that snack, little girl? I can hear her over chomping down. Tara says, I got a new router. Your stream is crystal clear now. Yay. Gotta love a strong signal. That's awesome. Yeah, I've been making other videos for my other channel, my car and motorcycle channel, and I've been trying to figure out the quality on it. It's so hard to get good quality things to upload all the way, because you have to make the video, then get it off the GoPro or phone, and then you have to put it into iMovie and then edit it and then get it off the iPhone back to your phone and then to YouTube. And it's like somewhere along the way, the quality is taken out. And I'm like, I was having trouble getting something to upload in anything higher than 720p. I was like, what in the hell is wrong with this? What am I doing wrong? It's really hard to figure out the high quality stuff, but hopefully the audio is really clear here on this, and it's good that you could tell a difference with that, Tara, as well. The audio should be really clean on this, so. So Ronan says, I think I have sleep apnea and a deviated septum. Yes, so I have the same thing, my friend. I have the same thing. And that can definitely contribute to sleep apnea if you have a deviated septum. You can really easily tell, guys, if you have a deviated septum. Just get like a flashlight and look up your nose in the mirror, and you'll see one side is like, my one side is almost completely blocked, and then the other side's like that much breathing room. So you can literally look up there. I had no idea what that even meant, and until I had it explained to me, I was like, holy crap, dude. Yeah, I was like, they have surgeries to fix that. And I'd like to do that, but that's like a $20,000 surgery. And it's scary to have them messing with your insides like that, right, guys? Has any of you ever had your deviated septum fixed? If so, please let me know how that went. Please let me know how that went. Sounds like we just had a sponsorship come through, baby. Who is it? Who is it? Pull up on my phone here. Sometimes my phone's a little bit laggy, probably because of the internet's getting used up by the stream here. So shout out to KG Smith or Carol S. Thank you, girl. Thank you. She sent a $25 Whopper. Firing up the jets once again. Shout out to you, KG Smith. Firing up that F-16, baby. Woo! Flying past. Oh, there goes the bomb. Boom! KG Smith says, my chats aren't loading. Uh-oh, what chats aren't loading? Is there anything wrong with the chats, guys? Shout out to you, KG Smith. Hopefully you're still here. Hopefully you can hear me. And shout out to you. I really, really appreciate the consistency. She's been showing some massive love to this channel, guys. Ever since she found it, like 2 or 3 months ago, she's been here sponsoring every freaking live stream. So shout out to you, girl, KG Smith. She's also sharing with us her Butrans patch journey to help her get off of Suboxone. So very special to hear. And also that she's working with our friend, Dr. Chris Park. So awesome to see how the community is just like, it's just going around. Like we're getting information from here and there, and people are doing different things with their recovery. It's really awesome to hear. Once again, shout out to you, KG Smith. I appreciate the love, girl. Thank you. Dropping the sponsor bomb, baby. And I see you guys going off in the comments. It looks like we got 15 people up in here. Please smash the like button. We've got 13 likes on the video, guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, babies. Just a quick side note about my other channel. There is a link to it in the description box. You're welcome to check that out. I'm like 400 watch hours away from that channel being monetized. I think I've got like 1,200 subscribers. It's just a bunch of car videos. I don't ever talk about addiction over there. So if you have any comments, questions about addiction, it will never even be responded to. Okay, guys, just keep that in mind. If you're bored, feel free to check it out. And I also have a channel for Izzy. It's called Izzy the Pappy Palm. You're welcome to check that out. We just recently started that. Probably, when did we start that? Like 2-3 weeks ago. Let's see. It looks like we just had another sponsorship come through. Shout out to you guys. Let me pull it up real quick here. Where'd it go? And just remember that you are all my babies. Where'd it go? Sometimes I don't really know how to work this app very well. Where'd it go? This one came through on PayPal, and that's one I usually don't see. So it'll pull up in just a minute here. How do you even work? Oh, there we go. So shout out to Mark G dropping a $25 sponsorship on the Venmo app. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you firing up the jet over here, dropping the sponsor bomb. Let's get it going here, baby. Oh, shit. Take cover, sponsor bomb, baby. Boom. So Mark G, shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. What is your name here on YouTube? Because I don't see a Mark G in the comment section. So please let me know who that is. Oh, hashtag. Shout out to you. I see your comment. It says, I'm Mark G. You deserve it, buddy. Shout out to you. Hashtag. I appreciate the love. Hashtag /Mark. Shout out to you, my friend. Very, very thankful for that sponsorship. Thank you. And I'm glad that you're here chatting with us, chilling on the channel. And please let us know your updates, what happens with you, my friend. I'm excited to hear your journey. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, please let me know, and I'll be sure and respond to whatever you have for me, my friend. Yeah, I'm really interested, and if you'd like to in the future too, Mark, you're welcome to come on the channel and share with us your experience when especially after you switch to Buvidal. I really would like to get somebody with fresh experience with that. So if you're able to, if you don't feel comfortable being on camera, you can just come on with audio only. When is it that you're switching to Buvidal again? Did you say earlier? Maybe in like a few weeks or something? I think it was something like that. Shout out to you for the sponsor bomb, my friend. You guys showing the love up in here once again today. Thank you guys. Let's see, where was that at in the comments? Mikey. So hashtag says, taking my Jack Russell in this week. Her breath is very whiffy last few weeks. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. Yeah, it's so scary when our little furry friends start to have issues. I remember Izzy had an issue a few months ago, guys. Do you remember that? Where her breathing was like really shallow and really fast. It scared the hell out of me. They couldn't figure out what the heck happened. It was only like that. I mean, it was like that for like the whole night, but she was like just really fast and really shallow breathing. And she usually takes long, slow, deep breaths. So I was very concerned, Father. She was about that close to going to the ER, but thankfully, knock on wood, hopefully everything's okay with your puppy over there. Hashtag. So Mikey says, 2 weeks ago I was journaling, Kevin. I have the nerve root. That's what the orthopedic doctor told me. I have cervical radiopathy, C4, C5, and C6, mostly pinched nerves. Yeah, journaling is a good idea, especially if you're trying to like figure out issues and struggling with chronic pain, like, trying different things and what's working and making notes about your doctor and how the doctor's appointment went. I always recommend that if you guys are going to the doctor to record the conversation, because if you're talking about a lot of stuff, oftentimes you'll forget most of it. I was listening to a conversation I had with the heart doctor back in 2017, and dang, there was so much information. I'm glad I recorded that. My 14-year min pin, they clean her teeth with a heart murmur I bought her for $150. That was very cheap. What's a heart murmur? I've never heard of that, Mikey. I've tried buying all kinds of things for her and she just will not, it's so hard to, even if I can get some of it, I can't get in there and deep on the insides and stuff. I bought her all kinds of different tricks and tools and toothbrushes and all kinds of random stuff for that chick, but she will not let me dilly-dally with it. So hashtag says, I'm down from 30 milligrams to 16 milligrams. You have to be in moderate withdrawals before the first 2 milligrams Subutex. Then wait in the clinic. Then if you need more Subutex, they'll give it. Okay, so they do the, what's that method they call? Is that the Bernice method? I think I've heard people refer to that as. So that's good how they'll do it just a little bit at a time and then test and wait an hour, two, whatever it is, and then make sure that the medication isn't fighting each other, right? So that's a great plan that they have for you. I really like how they're going to do that. Hashtag, did they tell you what dose of Subutex they want you to get on before they get you on Buvidal? Oh, so Kratom's illegal in the UK. I wouldn't have known about this if it wasn't for your channel. The clinic don't tell clients any longer due to funding issues. I certainly had to argue my case. Wow, holy crap. The clinic doesn't tell clients. They don't tell clients about Buvidal? Is that what you're saying? I wonder if they're losing a lot of customers because people are just getting the shots and not coming back type of thing. Is that what's going on, hashtag? Is that what you mean by that? Shannon B, what's up? Good to see you in here. Feel good. Good to see you, my friend. Who else is in here? That's very interesting. So kratom is illegal in the UK. That's interesting. And then, so you found out about Buvidal from my channel. That's so awesome. I think that's what you mean to say. That is so freaking awesome. Yeah, you'll gain a lot of freedom from that. Trust me, you will for sure. Tara says, "Yep, good memory, Kevin." It was cool to see on Timothy's channel the other night too, Tara. His channel's awesome, huh? So she says, "I started peer support training on Monday. I have it every day for the next 4 weeks. It's going really well. I'm loving it. Learning a lot. Stoked to be able to serve the people." And you have that energy about you too, Tara, for sure. Like when I seen you on my channel and like heard you and just seen how you talk to people, I think that that's going to be a really good fit for you for sure. You can tell that you have like a really caring vibe to you and like a gentle vibe too and a non-judgmental vibe too. I've really noticed that about you. So I think you're going to be loving life with your new journey there, girl. Yes, your audio is crispy. Yeah, I like to hear that. I like to hear that. So I'm starting to get a little bit more behind, so I'll start speeding up a little bit more in the comments here, guys. I am about currently 13 minutes behind. If you're wondering why it seems like I'm responding to older comments, that's why. So, and of course, I will update the community in due course. Yes, so we will look forward to that update and let us know how it goes transitioning from methadone to bupe. I'm really interested to see how that goes for you. It's good that you're tapering down to a lower dose. What's the highest dose you've been on with methadone? What's the highest dose you were on? And how long have you been out of active addiction as well? I always like to ask people that. Dude, Ronan, I the same thing. Yeah, guys, that's a great point. So Ronan says I started using nasal strip. It works amazing. If you guys are breathing through your mouth all night, that is not the ideal way to breathe, or anytime, honestly. Ideally, you could breathe through your nose. You can usually it's usually some people refer to the mouth breathers or something like that. And it's kind of for a reason. Like you just have a better quality of life if you can breathe through your nose on a normal basis. If you're always stuffy and you can't breathe through your nose, try the nasal strips, guys, especially at night. I cannot sleep if I can't breathe through my nose. I can't mouth breathe through the night. That is miserable to me. So the nasal strips, they just go right on, and then you stick them on, and then it pries your nose open, and you can breathe a lot better, guys. You can get that stuff anywhere, like Walmart. It's a huge life-changing event if you can breathe through your nose all night. Because sleep for me is so hard, guys. Like as far as like everything has to be set up perfectly. I have to have the room temperature at the right. I have to have the fan loud enough to make it to where I can't hear anything else. The door has to be cracked 6 inches. There's like so many different things for me to have I can't sleep with somebody else in my bed. That keeps me up all night. If they move at all, I'm instantly awake. It's like so many things that my sleep has to be like, I could never just go sleep like in a hotel and just get a good night's sleep. Everything has to be exactly how I have it. It sucks to be that way, but it's how it is. It is what it is. Macho madness. And of course I will update. Oh, I already read that. Looking forward to your update hashtag. Yes. My nose used to get blocked completely. Now I use like 3 pillows and I sleep up a little. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, you should try to get one of those sleeping wedges. It has made a major difference. Major difference. Make sure you do the measurements on it though before you buy one. Because I noticed that some of them weren't big enough for my body. So make sure that you kind of do some pre-measurements if you're going to buy one. I always buy most of my stuff off of eBay. I got it for like $40 or $50 shipped, and it's worth every cent. Carrie3, what's up, girl? Says, jumping on to say hello and hit the like button. I appreciate that, Carrie. She says, I haven't been able to hang out on live streams like I used to. Summertime is a busy time for me, and I hope you're all doing well. Awesome. Thank you, Carrie, for stopping in here and saying hello. I think last time you said you were out in the garden or something, if I can remember. I think that was you, right? So Carrie's out there loving the summer life. So sounds like she's backwards from me. I'm like if it's summertime and hot, I'm not going outside, guys. I'm that bad with it. I know a lot of people struggle with the heat, especially this year. It's been blistering hot. And some people have said that's why they think so many people are relapsing right now and struggling right now, because of the heat. You know, some brutal heat. It can really get your mood down if you don't like the heat. If you're like me, I hate the heat. So it's actually recently started cooling down. So I'm super stoked about the weather starting to cool down finally, and it not being light until 10 p.m. every night. I hate that. Good to see you in here, Carrie. So Tara says chat is all good here. Phil says, what's up, guys? Yeah, it definitely seems like the Sunday live streams are definitely more busy now. It's weird because the Wednesdays used to be more busy, and then it like teeter-totters. Now the Sundays are more busy. We had like 30 people, 25, 30 people constantly on the Sunday live stream. So it's interesting how much it changes like that. That just reminded me too, guys, that I'm gonna have a couple different guests on, and I'm really excited to have these folks on. So there will be some different guests coming on the channel in the near future. One of them you might recognize from YouTube. They are a different content creator that they haven't made videos for quite a while. So keep an eye out for that, guys. It's going to likely be probably a Friday live stream, an earlier live stream on a Friday. It might be this Friday or next, and it's probably going to be sometime around 1 o'clock Eastern. But I'll give you guys a heads up when I get that further solidified. But you don't want to miss this one, guys. Make sure that you're subscribed and smash the like button so you don't miss that stuff if you'd like to see the live shows. Baby. So this comment's earlier from Mark. He's the one that sent that $25 dono. I appreciate the love once again, my friend. Sounds awesome. No date yet. I have a console on the 16th, but a few weeks yet. So have they told you the price of that yet? Hashtag? I'm really curious of the price of what they're going to charge you for the Buvidal over there, because we don't have any information on the price in the States. So I figure if you guys, you might be the one to tell us how much it costs, because I've been talking to doctors here in the States and they don't even know yet. They don't have hardly any information on the Buvidal or Brixadi in the States. It's the same thing as Buvidal, just a different name. I'll probably actually call them directly, and I'll probably make a video about it too when I call them. Hopefully they can give me some more information when I call. I was going to call the other day, actually. Jerem says, I have a deviated septum and I bought this little device called intake breathing. It's a little nose clip that actually works. I wear it to the gym and it really opens up my nose. Yeah, I've seen some of that. A lot of motorcycle racers wear those types of things. There's one that has like a magnetic, like you stick it on and it has a magnetic and it clicks on and pulls your nostrils open. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. There's things you can stick up inside there that kind of pry it open. Either way, guys, anything like that will work. And I definitely recommend that you guys try it if you have a hard time breathing through your nose. Maybe you have a small nose and it just doesn't breathe very well. Try this stuff, guys. It helps. But trust me, there's nothing worse than having a big nose like me and not being able to breathe out of that motherfucker. So yeah, that's a ripoff. It's like, dude, if I have a big nose like this, at least you'd think I'd be able to breathe better. What the hell? Come on, Lord, what you do to me down here? Let's see. Phil says, yes, Matt says, nose breathing is critical for anxiety management. That is a great freaking point. There's been many times at the gym that I've been doing like squats and I feel like I was going to pass out because I couldn't breathe through my nose after. It's like I couldn't get enough air in. I was like, trying to breathe through your mouth after doing squats and not being able to get air in through your nose. Man, I literally felt like I was going to pass out. It was very scary. Has anybody heard about the bridge device? Yeah, I've heard about it. I have heard about it, Phil. Journaling is super helpful. I need to step up my journaling game. Thank you for the reminder, Tara says. I've been getting back in my meditation, guys. I've done meditation now twice this week, and it helps. It really freaking helps. especially with anxiety and just feeling relaxed and just, man, it makes such a big difference, guys. I'm really going to try to keep doing that every day if I can. But I got out of meditation like years ago, and I know how big of a difference it makes if I can stay up on it. Babies. Journaling is super helpful. I need to step up my journal. Oh, I already read that. So Shannon says, hello, everyone. So I'm only 10 minutes behind now. Feel Good says, yep, kratom illegal all over Europe, I guess. That's so interesting. It's so interesting that it's just like fully blocked out there. And then here in the States, I don't feel like there's a lot of states in the States, right? Isn't there only like 3 or 4 that are blocked from kratom, or is there more? Do you guys know off the top of your hand? All you kratom people out there, do you know? But you can still order it online. Yeah, you can order anything online, really, these days. It's crazy how you like certain things are legal in your area, but you can just literally go on your computer and get whatever you want. If you dare to do that. I'm not saying, I don't recommend anybody break the law, of course, obviously. But do what you do. So Shannon says, is this channel also about alcohol addiction? So not really based around that, Shannon. However, there are more and more people who do struggle with alcoholism that are finding their way to this channel. And I am definitely interested in expanding more to people who struggle with alcohol addiction. Because it has affected so many people in my life. Even as of right now, there are people in my family and friend group that are really struggling with alcoholism. And it really sucks to see. So I would definitely love if anybody wants to talk about alcoholism or addiction. Oops, speaking of the devil, I just got a text from somebody who I was literally just thinking about with that. So hopefully he's doing all right. But yes, yeah, we don't just have to talk about Suboxone and all that stuff right now. Hold on, that's kind of an important text I had here. Oh, that would definitely do it. So KG Smith says, Kev, I know I shouldn't be having withdrawals, but I definitely did Monday and Tuesday. Felt like the flu, aching and anxiety like hell. After taking my dose, I had a massive headache. I woke up today just fine. How much of a dose did you take, KG? Because usually for me, if I got a headache from a dose, it's because it's too strong for what my body needs. Like your body's adjusted to a lower dose. And then if you take a dose and you get a headache, usually that means that you don't need that much. So how much of a dose did you take that gave you a headache, KG? I'm going to watch for your comment to pop up on the live screen real quick. Makes me think my patch stopped working. It was on day 5 on the patch. So maybe your body's just tearing through the patch faster, KG? Is it possible that's going on? Sometimes people's bodies can go through medications faster for whatever reasons. But, I mean, you know what it feels like to go through withdrawals, right? So you would know if that's really what it was. Like, I've never had anxiety before. It's the trying to get off of the subs. So what's your dose at, KG? Is it still same as last time I spoke with you? Have you changed the dosing on your Butrans patch at all, or have you been on the same dosing on the patch? But yeah, usually if you get a headache after a dose or not long after a dose, it's usually because it's too strong for what your body needs. That's what I've realized over all my years of Suboxone. Definitely the anxiety it can be a symptom of withdrawal for sure. You're sure there's nothing else that was going on with just like life stuff happening, KG? No other medications coming into play here? And caffeine can really cause a lot of anxiety, guys. I don't know if you guys are get anxiety and you drink, consume caffeine products of any kind, they can definitely cause caffeine on the way up and on the way down, right? When it kicks in and when it falls off. Something to keep in mind. Sometimes people might not really think about caffeine much, but it can definitely have a big impact on you. So KG says, okay, so due to anxiety, I took 0.75 milligrams split in 3 doses. I've been on 0.62 milligrams for 8 days. Same dose on the patch. Yeah, I think the split dose idea is really good. That's mind blowing that it gave you a headache from those small little doses, but it tells me that your body's adjusting to the lower doses in the bube, right? That's what it sounds like is going on, which is a good thing, right? I wonder if you could play around with the dose, KG. Maybe was it like the afternoon dose or the morning dose that did that? So your bube levels have got to be really level right now, because most people, when they take just oral Suboxone, it's like a spike and then it falls off throughout the day. But where you've got the patch giving you just a constant low dose and you're splitting up those tiny micro doses of Suboxone, your bube levels are probably really steady. So hopefully that will help you feel more normal on a regular normal basis. Nothing else going on. No caffeine for me. Coffee makes me so hot. Okay, cool. So there's no other medications. Yeah, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. Are you any updates with your blood pressure, KG? Has anything changed with that? Are you still testing your blood pressure and writing that stuff down as well? Shannon says, I always catch myself not breathing through my nose. I have to concentrate on it. Yeah, I know sometimes for me, like if I'm hanging out with somebody in person and like conversating, like right now, for example, I've been breathing through my mouth pretty much most of the stream. I can tell because I'm starting to get like dry mouth. That's why I keep having a drink. And it almost seems like for me, like if I only talk through my mouth for a while, then my nose can start to get stuffy for some weird reason. It's just kind of always been that way. So oftentimes if I'm hanging out with somebody, I can start to get stuffy, or I don't know if I'm just like having an allergic reaction to them because they have a dog or something like that. So it's very interesting. But yeah, definitely guys, at least at night, you want to make sure that you're breathing through your nose if possible. Just some basic health tips there. Hopefully everybody knows that, but not everybody knows this stuff. Buvidal has been so successful, they are running out of their budget. UK drug services have to be tendered from the NHS. They receive only so much, therefore they're no longer promoting Buvidal. Wow, that is awesome. I mean, it sucks, but it's also awesome at the same time. So it sounds like over there in the UK, I think he said he is in, they're having very good success with Buvidal, guys. I'm really surprised that there's not more information out there about Buvidal. Like I tried to do searches for Buvidal on YouTube, and there's like nothing. Nobody's really out there making videos talking about this stuff, and it's kind of weird, honestly, that such an awesome tool is not really being talked about that much. Like I said, guys, before I tried Sublocade, there were no videos on it, none. So I really wanted to make sure that I made a lot of videos talking about that, and hopefully having other people talk about their experience with that as well. Shannon B, he talks about alcohol sometimes. Not drinking alcohol is a part of my recovery journey, and I love it when he talks about it. That's definitely something I wanted to have Tim on the channel for, because he really struggled with alcoholism too back in the day, for sure. And like I said, guys, I've seen what it's done to so many people around me. It's horrible. It's horrible, and it's weird that it's just so socially normal for people to just be drinking on a daily basis. That it just seems weird to me. It seems really weird. and nobody even bats an eye or talks about it. But you know, people just drink casually every day they see each other, and it's like, damn, dude, that's a weird to think about. You're putting this poison in your body that's like making you feel dizzy and loopy. It's like, dude, what's that doing to your insides? What is that really doing? And you do that every single day. Holy shit. In regards to dosing Subutex, I'm not sure, but they did say that they may need to up my dose. Then again, I'm going to suggest if 2 milligram subs is okay, the 96 milligrams per month. So it sounds like you've been doing your homework. You probably seen, did you see the video that I made? I think I titled it Brixadi versus Sublocade. I'm pretty sure just of what you're saying there, that you probably have seen that video that I made. If not, please go watch that video. There's a lot of great, useful information, especially for somebody who's transitioning to Brixadi or Buvidal. So yeah, they'll likely probably, I think you said they'll start you on the weekly shot at first, and they do that just to make sure that they get the dose right. And then once you get smoothed out on the weekly shot, they'll probably switch you to the monthly shot. And that's awesome how they can do that like that. I'm very excited for us to get that medication here in the States. I've been up to 150 milligrams of methadone per day. I have not used H since Millennium Eve. The fear of withdrawals has stopped me from getting free. Okay, so I think that's what, it seriously seems like that's what like 95% of people get stuck on maintenance medication for, because they're afraid of the withdrawal, because the withdrawals suck, right, guys? I'm still struggling with the poison. I can't seem to put it down. I'm ready though. That's why I'm here. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome to hang out here. And there's, what was his name? He was really struggling with alcoholism. Do you guys remember who that was? He would check in with us for like a month, and I haven't heard from him for a while, but it was pretty much exactly what Shannon's saying. He was really struggling with alcoholism. He's wondering if we talk about that ever on this channel. What was his name? Hopefully he's doing okay. I know he was really struggling. And sometimes, guys, all it takes is being able to sit here and just be with other people who struggle with addiction, right? That can really just kind of get you through to the next 30 or 60 minutes that you didn't go drink or use some type of drug, right? And remember that we're here every week, every Wednesday and every Sunday for people who need to sit here and hang out and chill and just talk about what they're going through, right? It could be alcoholism. It could be Suboxone. It could be anything, guys. It seems like a lot of people are experiencing a lot of challenges with the heat. My nerves have definitely been tested. Yeah, I'm very short-tempered in the heat, guys. That's for sure. Like over 90 degrees, and I don't like it at all. I'm a Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. It's been raining for like 2 weeks straight here and chilly. Okay, I'm starting to get behind in the comments. I need to speed it up. Shannon B, so glad you're here. I think it's wonderful that you're ready to move past the struggle. It sucks, I know. Recovery is absolutely worth the hard work. Is she still here? Shannon B, are you still here? I'll watch for your comment to pop up if so. Dr. Park offered clonidine if I needed it for sleep, but I told him I was good. Has anyone taken it for anxiety? So I'm glad that you brought that up, KG. So somebody who is also close to the channel, my boy Kenny, who I've recently spoke about, so Shannon B is here. So Shannon, if you could write this down, I'm not sure if you've seen this channel on YouTube or not, but I really think you would relate with this channel and it would do a lot for you where you're at. You need to go check out Timothy Ward, his channel. And I've recommended his channel a few times on the past. I'm not sure if you've seen it before or not. But his channel offers a lot of hope and positivity. And also he talks about alcoholism and recovery sometimes as well. So scroll through his videos. Sometimes he puts out some amazing videos, but either way, he's always doing live streams and you can go hang out with him. He tries to respond to a lot of comments as well. So it's a great community, guys. Go check him out. So with what KG said, so with the clonidine, so my buddy Kenny, he went from, I think it was like 2 milligrams of Suboxone. I have it all. Anyways, I've got, I'm trying to remember. I think it was around 2 milligrams of Suboxone, and he took basically 50 milligrams of the Sublocade shot for his first shot, and that's his only shot that he's taken. And he's gone 2.5 months, and he took no more oral doses ever since day one of Sublocade. And he recently started to go into withdrawal. So something to keep in mind for people who are wanting to do the one and done. It's probably not going to be as smooth of a come off. And it will be much faster than if you keep getting shot every month, right? The more shots you get, the longer it's going to push out any potential withdrawal. So keep that in mind, guys. He recently got hit with RLS, and he's been through Suboxone withdrawal before, so he knows like exactly what withdrawal feels like, right? So he knows that this is what it is. And I think as of now, it's probably going on about 5 days he's had RLS, 5 days in a row. I told him, because his doctor is going to give him clonidine, and I asked him if he knew about the RLS tablets that I've talked about before on the channel, and I don't think he knew about them. So he went and picked them up, and he said that they helped him get through the night. And I think because he was getting like no sleep because of the RLS. So remember, guys, that they have the RLS tablets at Walmart or any regular store like that, and they're called Highlands Restful Legs, I believe. Make sure that if you get RLS at night that you buy the PM ones, and that you need to take a bunch of them under your tongue. You need to put them under your tongue, I believe. Follow the directions. And what I did was I would take 3 under my tongue, and I would set my clock for 15 minutes. And if the RLS wasn't gone, I would take 3 more. And I had to sometimes do that like 3 times, to where I would take like 9 or 10 of those 9 or 10 of those pills per night to get rid of the RLS. And then I could fall asleep and then get some rest after that. So he had to use clonidine and the RLS tablets to get rid of the RLS. So keep that in mind, guys. A lot of doctors do use clonidine. It's supposed to really help with anxiety and stuff if you're going into withdrawal. I would definitely say, KG, if you're able to sleep without it, then I wouldn't add anything unless you absolutely have to. So, obviously sleep's important to maintain your job and your life and stuff. So if you're able to sleep without clonidine, I would stay away from it, but it's great to have that on hand, and that can really, just having that on hand can reduce a lot of the anxiety as far as like withdrawal stuff goes, right? But yes, a lot of people have taken clonidine for withdrawal stuff. Deep breaths through the nose and very long exhales through the mouth is like pumping the brakes on anxiety. That's a great, great comment right there. And that's so true. Wow, it's free in the UK. That is awesome. There's a PDF online that shows an average of 60 mils of methadone is 14. I don't know what the E means. I'm not very good at other currencies. 8 milligrams of subs is 140. And Buvidal is 230. So let's just say if he was talking in dollar amounts, that would be, so if 8 milligrams of subs, what does PM mean? The only problem with Buvidal, from what I've researched, is the half-life. I believe it's 3 to 5 days on the weekly and 15 to 25 days on the monthly. I thought it was longer than that on the monthly, wasn't it? I thought it was longer than that. I thought it was like up to 30 days. And honestly, you could kind of look at it both ways with that hashtag, as far as looking at that as like a problem. But remember that once you get your second shot, you'll still have almost half of your first shot in you due to the half-life, right? Or you'll still have at least probably 25% from your first shot. So the cool thing about that with Buvidal is that with Sublocade, since it has a longer half-life of 45 to 60 days, if you go in every month, then your bup levels in your blood are going to start stacking over the long haul, because it's not able to eliminate out of your blood fast enough, right? because of that depot takes so long to melt down. Now I'm 20 minutes behind. Yes, I'm 20 minutes behind, guys, so be patient with me. I'm going to start scrolling faster here. I keep saying that, but I need to actually do it here. Shannon says, I found you through Tim Ward Live. I asked you what your channel name was, remember? Oh my gosh. That is funny, Shannon. Okay, oh, that's so funny that I was like recommending you where you found me. Okay, now I remember that. Yes, that is so awesome. Okay, so I'm glad that you've at least found his channel. That's a great resource for people who are struggling with alcoholism. And thank you for coming over here from his channel. I appreciate that, Shannon. Though 128 milligram Buvidal is roughly $100 here. Okay, cool. Wow, guys, $100. That's literally 20 times cheaper than the Sublocade shot. 20, guys. 20 times cheaper for the Buvidal shot. Is that, Phil, is that without insurance? Or is that just like a cash pay price? That's the first I've heard of that, guys. That is, if that's what it is and that's not like after insurance, then that is absolutely incredible. Phil, if you could let me know, my friend, let me know. And if you guys can, if any of you guys out there who are not in the States and you know about Buvidal or Brixadi and you can find out more information as far as like what it costs in your area, either with insurance or without, please let me know because I really need to find out that information. But if what Phil just said is true and it's not with insurance and that's just a cash price, that would be absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I'll wait for more information on that. Shannon B, buckle up. It's been the ride of my life. And Tara's here for like every live stream, I'm pretty sure too. So you'll get to know her and see her in the chat. Yeah. Okay, so hashtag says I may be wrong, Kev. I'll check. Sorry. I'll get caught up to the live comments in just a minute, guys. I'm gonna keep reading through these older ones before I get too far behind. Coincidentally, I inquired with Massimo, who make the bridge, and their UK rep called me this morning. It's going through UK approval and here mid 2024. I've seen some good reviews about the bridge. The bridge device looks awesome, but I think the battery only lasts 5 days. Then they really pushed Vivitrol. So have you tried Vivitrol and the bridge device, Matt, or no? I'm going to take a minute to go ahead and thank the sponsors of the week, guys, of the past week here. I usually try to do that earlier in the show, but I forgot about that for a moment. So let me bring them up on the screen. They're already scrolling across the bottom there. And I'm going to go ahead and read over them. So as you see scrolling across the bottom of the screen, guys, I'll wait for it to scroll back around, baby. All right. So it says, shout out to the sponsors of the week. Extra shout out to Mikey. He sent a $77 sponsorship on the last Wednesday live stream and also another sponsorship of $17 on Sunday. Shout out to you, Mikey. I appreciate the consistency, showing the love to the channel. As always, Mikey, shout out to you, brother. Hopefully you're still in here. Hopefully you're not in pain right now, buddy. And we also had Kimmy B hooking it up as always. She has been a massive, massive supporter of this channel. Just like KG Smith, those ladies have been absolutely helping me out big time. Helping out. Thank you, KG Smith. Thank you, Kimmy B. You ladies have been incredible and the biggest supporters pretty much of this channel. So shout out to you ladies. We also had Jerem1979 come through with a sponsorship last Wednesday. Shout out to you, brother. Hopefully you're doing okay. Hopefully you're still in here hanging out. And we also had Callie Love, who just got her, I believe, 4th Sublocade shot. So shout out to you, Callie Love, if you see this on the replay crew. Mama Deb sent a sponsorship Sunday on the Sunday live stream. She's not able to be here today, but she'll be here likely on Sunday. Shout out to you, Mama Deb. We had Sivan, who is Aviv Love. She's not up in here today, but shout out to you, Sivan, if you see this on the replay. I appreciate the donation. And Marky Rizzo, who also was not here today. So interesting to see how many people who are usually here are not here today. So I know people got to be out there living their lives, but just wanted to say shout out to you guys. I appreciate your continued support, and your sponsorships are what make it possible for this channel to grow. This live stream will not be monetized, meaning that this live stream will never make me any money in the future. You guys don't ever have to watch any commercials. You guys know how it is. You sometimes see videos and there's a commercial every 3 minutes, and it's very annoying to hear the commercials. So there will be no commercials that you need to listen to on this long ass live stream, baby. As you see here on the screen, if you value this channel and you would like to show your support to help improve content, you can do so at the Venmo or the Cash App link that are on the screen, baby. So shout out to the 2 people who have sponsored today. We've already had KG Smith and Mark G / hashtag. Shout out to you guys for today's sponsorship, babies. I appreciate you guys showing the love up in here. Let's get back to the comments. The comments. So Matt says Sublocade shot in the USA is $2,000 USD a shot without insurance. Yes, it is. Absolutely stupid that it's that much money. It pisses me off when I think that they charge that much for that shot. It is not worth paying $2,000 out of your own pocket for a once a month shot, guys. So unless you're rich, do not do that. Hopefully you have the insurance that can pay for the shot, or at least most of it. That is honestly, it sounds like a scam to me. $2,000. I love Sublocade, guys. You guys know this. It's a great medication. It's the best tool we have in 2023 right now to help people move on from having to take something every day. But $2,000 is way too much money for sure. Remember, guys, that the makers of Sublocade are also the same people who made Suboxone, and they're the ones that held the rights to the medication and they basically blocked people from making a generic version of Suboxone for many, many years. And what did that do? That kept the price of Suboxone really high. Do you guys remember back in the day when Suboxone was really expensive? It's because they did the same thing they're doing with Sublocade, charging $2,000 per shot. Freaking not cool. Shout out to Jerem1979. Brother just sent a $25 Cash App, baby. Ooh, baby. Let's go ahead and fire up the jet, my friend. I appreciate the love. Once again, thank you, Jerem1979, or Jeremy G. My man has been real consistent up in here with the sponsorships. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the love once again. Fire that baby up right now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Boom. You don't want to really be hearing that in real life. Hopefully that would really suck. Shout out to you, Jerem. I appreciate the love once again. Showing the love. $25 Cash App. You the man, buddy. You the man. You guys, thank you. You got 18 people up in here. Please smash that like if you're just stopping in. Looks like we just had some more people hopping in here. We've got almost 20 likes. We're at 19. I know we could easily get that over 25, guys. You guys are killing it in the likes, so please smash that like. I think last week we had 51 was the record set on the likes. We had a lot of people in here. And if you hit the like button, other people who are out there struggling will find this information as well. So please smash the like button and drop some comments, guys. And yes, I am far behind in the comments, and I will get caught up. Matt says, do you ever do like Google Hangouts or Zoom meetings? I think an online video or audio group would be cool. No, I do everything here on YouTube, honestly. I'm here on YouTube all the time. Oh, not all the time, I shouldn't say. But I do really long live streams. I do 2 long live streams a week, and it's usually 3 hours each time I'm on here. I'm usually here for 3 hours, and that's a really long time to be up here doing what I'm doing. As you can hear, my voice is already getting like worn down from talking consistently. So yeah, we do live streams every Wednesday and every Sunday, and then I post short videos during the week. I saw that video about Brixadi, Buvidal, and Buvidal. I put a lengthy comment on it. Okay, cool. Glad you've seen that. You have to have the 4 weeks before the monthly. Okay, cool. So that's a great idea. Yeah, I like that they're doing that. That will really get you stabilized on the right dose. I love that. This is literally like the new and improved version of Sublocade, guys. And we're hearing that if it's right what Phil says, if it's $100 a shot, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be jumping for joy if that's the real price, for sure. So guys, if you guys are over there in that country and you're able to find out more information, please, please, please let me know what that is, if you can clarify. I inquired privately and they quoted me $700 per month for Buvidal. What does that equate to in dollars? Does anybody know what the equivalent is? So that's euros, right? I'm pretty sure that's euros. I'm guessing there. How far off is euros from dollars, guys? Does anybody know that? So even if it's $700, guys, that's still a third of the price of Sublocade. So Phil says 150 milligrams is a lot at hashtag I would sleep all day long. What did he say about 150? Drug treatment is free in the UK. There's a PDF online that shows the monthly average of 60 milligrams of methadone is 14 euros. And the monthly 8 milligram subs is 140 euros. Oh, so is it for a month supply is 140 euro? Okay, so that would make more sense. And then he says, and the Buvidal is 260 per shot, irrelevant of dose. So, that's another thing that I've talked about in the videos. And it's the same thing with Sublocade, guys. It doesn't matter. And it's the same thing with Suboxone too. It doesn't matter what dose you're on. It's all the same cost, which sounds it doesn't sound kind of stupid. It sounds really stupid to me, honestly, guys, how they do that like that. It's like, why would it be the same price for half the dose or a quarter of the dose? It's a ripoff is what it is. And we just had another sponsorship coming through by Shannon B. Shout out to you, Shannon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me fire up that sponsor jet popping through here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Shannon. Showing the love up in here. Oh boy, dropping bombs up in here. Shout out to you, girl. I'm thankful to have you up in here on this channel and hanging out with other like-minded people who share similar struggles to you, Shannon. Thank you, thank you, thank you for following me over here from Timmy Ward's channel. I appreciate that, girl. Thank you. Let me go ahead and throw her a heart on the screen with that. Hopefully that worked. Did that work? What do I do? How do I do this? I'm trying to use this on the wrong computer here. Where is it? Why is it not letting me heart that? Oh, there we go. Shout out to you, Shannon. I appreciate the love, girl. And hopefully we'll see you on the Sundays and more Wednesday live streams in the future as well. So I know that you're struggling and you're in the right place, girl. You're in the right place. Even if it's just to hang out for a few hours once or twice a week, you're surrounded by people who share similar struggles with you, okay? And we're actually going to have Tim on the channel here, hopefully in the near future. So I'm going to interview him on here as well. Shout out to him. How far am I behind in the comments, guys? I am 18 minutes behind. That's one thing. Where it's like some people on their YouTube channels, it's like they can stay up in the comments, and I'm like, how in the hell are they doing that? I always I get on a roll on one comment and then I'll go off with it. Let's see, I already read that. I was talking UK pounds per month. Oh, pounds per month. Is that what that means? Oh, PM is per month. Okay. I was like, what's PM? I don't know what that means. I love Andrew Huberman's work. He actually reminds me of Kevin in a way. I don't know who that is, Tara. Does he have a YouTube channel? So, okay, so Phil says, yep, cash price. So, wow, guys. Wow. So, where Phil's at, it's only, and Phil, where are you at again? Remind us where you're at. It's only $100 a month for cash price. Oh my gosh, guys. If we get that same price over here in the States, holy moly's, holy moly's. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Researched. Sold by Camarus AB Pharma. Okay. I haven't heard of them. AB. Marky Rizzo made it up in here. Marky Rizzo in the house. What's up, Marky? I was just asking where you were at earlier. You and Mama Deb couldn't. I didn't think Mama Deb. I know Mama Deb's not going to make it up in here today. Oh, there's Shannon's sponsorship right there on the screen. So I was able to post it up on here. Awesome stuff, Shannon. Thank you for showing the love up in here, Shannon. Taken from PDF. Half-life Buvidal weekly is 3 to 5 days. Buvidal monthly is 19 to 25 days. Bioavailability 100%. So yeah, so that's awesome that the bioavailability is 100%. That really will definitely help make sure that you guys get the entire dose that you're put into your body, unlike the oral dosing that's only like 30%. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know when you're taking your Suboxone, if you take, let's just say 8 milligrams under your tongue, you're literally only getting 30% of that. So what would that be? Roughly 2 milligrams, somewhere around there, 2.5 milligrams into your blood. Very interesting how the science of these medications works out. So maybe the move with Buvidal at first is to go in at the 25-day mark, because I'm pretty sure they'll let you do that since the half-life is 19 to 25 days. And then, like I said, once you start getting a couple more shots in your body, that last little bit from the last month will still be there when you go get your next one. So I'm really excited to get some more information about Buvidal, guys. It's coming. It's coming. We have people talking about it out there. What's up, Kai? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Kai. How you doing, buddy? Darlene, good to see you in here, Darlene. How are you doing? Any updates on you two, Darlene or Kai? I know Darlene's been struggling with low energy since she jumped off cold turkey Suboxone 16 milligrams. It's been 2 or 3 months now, I think. My babies. All right, we're up to 20 people in here now, guys. Please smash that like as you're coming in. We're only at 21 likes. I know we can easily get that past 25 here pretty quick. We've been on here for almost an hour and a half already, guys. So please smash that like button for your boy. I would appreciate you. And you would be my baby. I wonder if Brixadi is more addictive than Sublocade. I definitely would not refer to Sublocade or Brixadi as addictive at all, because you don't get any, you can't misuse them, right? But I'm assuming what you mean is easier to come off of, easier to, if there is a withdrawal. I think that's what you meant to say, Matt, that there's definitely, I've never heard anybody say like, oh, like I'm so addicted to my Sublocade. Like it doesn't work that way. It's not like, nobody's getting recreational use from Sublocade that I've ever heard of, or Brixadi that I've ever heard of. It's a long form medication, which means you just constantly get fed around the clock. It doesn't have the spikes like the oral doses do. Baby. Marky Rizzo in the house. There he is. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. I thanked you earlier, Marky, for the dono on Sunday. I appreciate the love, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Marky's always throwing some donos on the channel. Shout out to him. I don't think the drug companies want people off this stuff. It's a cash cow. Yeah, I know a lot of people have said that. I've definitely heard a lot of people say similar things to that as well. But yeah, it's interesting to see how it all goes. Hashtag says 700 UK pounds in dollars is 890. Okay, so So from what hashtag is seeing, maybe a cash price would be around 900. So there's a huge difference in what we heard from Phil and what we heard from hashtag. So we'll try to get more information, guys, as far as what people are actually paying around the world, because some people here are in other countries, so it could the cost could vary quite amount, quite a big amount depending on where you're at. So even let's just say worst case scenario, if it was $1,000 cash price a month, right? Still half the price of Sublocade. So it's like either way, there's no possible way that I could see that they would charge more. I don't know why people call me. Why anybody would charge more. There's no way I can see that they will charge more for Buvidal or Brixadi than Sublocade. And that's, in my opinion, that's going to make Sublocade need to lower their freaking rip-off price. I remember Sublocade used to be like $1,500 and they've raised it to like $2,000 now. If you look on their website, I think it's around $2,000 now. Absolutely rip-off. It makes me wonder what the insurance companies are actually paying them. Like, are the insurance companies actually paying them $2,000, or are they like, no, that's a ripoff. We'll give you $500. Does anybody work in medical billing? I know my aunt does. I could probably ask her. Does anybody know anything about, like, do insurance companies pay like the full blown price to these retail companies or no? I don't know how that stuff works. The cost is to the NHS. What's the NHS? I don't know what that is. National. I don't know what that is. Oh shoot, Marky Rizzo in the house. Glad you're here, man. 417. Okay, I'm only 10 minutes behind now. I'm catching up, guys. I'm catching up fast here. Feels up in here. Kevin, you would love Dr. Andrew Huberman. So I'm going to write that down and check that out and see who that is. I wonder if I've seen him before. Now that you guys are saying it's a doctor, I think I might have seen him before, but I'm going to check it out. That's who Tara was talking about, right? Earlier? Andrew Huber. Yes, Andrew Huberman is a professor and a researcher at Stanford. He talks about all kinds of stuff on his podcast on YouTube, addiction, meditation, health, and so much more. I love listening to him. Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I kind of wonder if I've already seen him and I wasn't putting the name to it. I'm almost caught up, guys. Oh, I am pretty much caught up now. So if you have comments, questions, and you're in the live feed, this is one of the rare times that I'm actually caught up. So I'm in the present moment with y'all. If you're listening right now, if you ghost listening, we've got 20 people in here right now. Drop some comments, drop some questions. Let's fire off some combos here, guys. Jerem says, I've been watching your other channel. It's pretty dope. I see how your motorcycle is your therapy. I just bought a new Harley. It's so much fun. Yes. So thanks for bringing that up, Jerem. And I appreciate you checking the other channel out. I just put out my first moto vlog on that channel today. And I don't know if you've had the chance to see that video yet, but I got that bike up to speed real quick. And speaking of that bike, I just sold the ZX-10 last night. So I recently bought a Kawasaki ZX-10. It's all souped up. I bought it from my buddy because he crashed his car and he needed some quick cash. So I was like, dude, I'll take it off your hands. So I bought it and like fixed it up a little bit and then sold it. And yeah, that was a fun bike. It was fun to have that I had it for like 2 or 3 weeks. I made, a bunch of videos on it that I'm still posting on my other channel. So yeah, if you guys are into motorcycles or cars or just want to see what the hell I'm up to outside of my addiction channel here, feel free to check out the description box. The channel is called Badass 1G. It shows a lot of my old car racing videos and different cars I've had over the years and stuff like that. Not the most professional videos over there, but some entertaining stuff nonetheless. Congratulations on the Harley though, Jerem. Make sure you ride careful out there, guys. If you're riding motorcycles, guys, you guys make sure you keep an eye on all the cars around you. You have to treat every car as a threat. Specifically, cars that are stopped at a light and they're ready to pull out. That's where I've experienced myself my accident. I don't know if you can see that right there. My collarbone is poking out. That's from a motorcycle accident. Shattered my collarbone. The lady did not see me and pulled right out in front of me, and I T-boned her at 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. And 2 of my other buddies got in wrecks the same way. So drive around in the daytime with your brights on. Even sometimes at night I'll drive with my brights on. And just make sure that you look at every car and make sure that they see you. And just treat them as a potential threat. And make sure that you have some safety gear on too, my friend. Definitely don't ever go riding a motorcycle without a helmet, guys. I would say at bare minimum, get some gloves and a helmet, but hopefully you can get some leathers and boots and stuff like that as well. Yeah, it's definitely a form of therapy, riding motorcycles. I just did a big ass wheelie out on the freeway today. And I hadn't done a wheelie I haven't rode my R1 for a few weeks now since I bought the ZX10. And so the R1 loves to wheelie. So I just did a huge wheelie today, and I was like, oh my gosh, that feeling, that rush of energy, feels like you're a bird flying in the air. So awesome. Thank you for correcting me, Kevin. It seems people have an easier time getting off of Sublocade with a few shots. I wonder if Brixadi will be harder to stop. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant, Matt. So it's all good. I don't know, just like me thinking. Let me think about that for a minute here. I would guess, I don't know. It's really hard to say. That's a really tough question, honestly. I would think, or guess, I should say, that the Sublocade would be a slower taper just due to the shorter half-life. But you never know. Like it could be Brixadi, but honestly, either way, it's going to be, the main thing is stopping the hand to mouth addiction. That's the main thing, I think, when it comes to this stuff. That's where you get a long way, is if you get out of the daily grind. So hashtag says the $900 per month was for a private healthcare provider to give Buvidal to a client. Okay, so does that include like the visit and all that stuff, and it's like all in one, or how does that set up, hashtag? Or is that just for only the shop price, or does that include like the, whatever else they have to do? Phil says the 16 milligrams is 93 euros. I think that's what that means. And what? See, that's weird right there. Oh, you know what that is, Phil? That's because the 16 milligrams is the weekly shot. So the weekly shot is 93, whatever that sign is. I think that means euros. And the 128 milligrams is 365 euros. I'm not sure if that's what that means is euros, but I could be wrong. Whatever that sign is. So whatever the 365 euros is compared to dollars, I'm sure it's not terribly far off from what it would cost for the dollars. So we're seeing like ranges anywhere from, so far I've heard anywhere from $100 to $900, I think is the highest I've heard on here tonight. Where are you located at, Phil? Did you say? I think I asked you earlier, but I don't think I heard you respond to. Yep, euros, laugh out. Okay, so I was right. I'm not as dumb as I thought I was. Speaking of that, did you guys hear Pee Wee Herman died? Welcome to Pee Wee's Playhouse. That freaking guy was cracking me up as I was a kid. But yeah, he just died the other day, Pee Wee Herman. Dude was freaking hilarious, man. Lots of good laughs as a kid. Buvidal cost to the National Health. Oh, so that's what the NHS is. The national. I was right on the guessing the national word. So Buvidal cost to the National Health Service is 260 GPD per shot. GPD. NHS is the government healthcare which has been free to all at point of service since the mid 1940s. Dang, so you guys got free healthcare? Oh, that's nice. I think they have that in Canada too, don't they, guys? Free healthcare. They need to get that stuff going on down here in the States. I know that they have like, people who are really low earners can get free healthcare here, like Medi-Cal or Medicaid or whatever it's called. But I think everyone should have that, man. Frick. All the taxes we pay for everything. Shit. Laugh out loud. I used to ride the ZXR 400cc back in the 90s. I mean, you can have fun on anything. I think I had a scooter once. It was like 50 or 100 cc's, and even that damn thing was fun. You can literally have fun on any type of like motorcycle or anything like that. I think my first bike was a 96 Gixxer 750. Man, that thing was a tank. These new sport bikes these days, they're freaking so fast. My R1 has over 200 horsepower on a little 350-pound motorcycle. Like insane power. I can do a wheelie in fourth gear. I can lift off the ground at over 130 miles an hour and pop the front up. I know you guys probably don't believe me, but I swear it's the truth. Kevin, did you take kratom? Question mark. What's up, Darlene? Says, did you take kratom? If so, did you have any issues getting off of it? Or anyone else using low dose kratom to get through pause? That's a hell of a question, Darlene. I do have quite a bit of experience with kratom. If you're going to use it for pause, I would just stress to you, Darlene, to really not take it every day. Only take it maybe on the weekends if possible, or if you've got to get to a family get together or something like that, or get to work. I really would try to tell everybody who's considering kratom for what Darlene is, just because she's really struggling, just try not to use it every day, and definitely don't be redosing yourself every day. If you start taking kratom 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, you are going to get yourself in a lot of trouble down the line. Trust me. Do not do that to yourself. But yes, kratom does have a withdrawal. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, unless you're taking like 2 or 3 capsules once every couple days or something really low like that, then that probably isn't going to have a withdrawal. And that's probably what I would recommend for you, Darlene, is like 2 or 3 capsules every couple of days, 2 or 3 days or something like that, just to get you, buy you like a wave of time. If you're sleeping through the night, then I wouldn't even bother taking kratom to get you through the night. But if you need it for like during the day and you need a little energy to get to work or something like that, then just maybe try a couple kratom capsules. But just really be careful with that is all I got to say. If you can keep kratom to using it only, 2 or 3 times a week, and I don't mean 2 or 3 days a week of multiple doses, I mean 2 to 3 doses for an entire week, then I think that kratom could be awesome. But I would always try to not use it if possible. But if you've tried everything else, nothing else is working, kratom will definitely help you out. And depending on what you need it for is also something that you need to learn the strains. If you need energy, you're going to want a white strand kratom. If you need calming and relaxing, then you're going to want a red strain. For me, the green strains were like right in between. It was like either way. I want to hear what you guys do. Do any of you guys watching either on the live stream or on the replay crew, do any of you guys have experience using kratom for pause? Like I said, just don't use it every day and don't redose yourself. And that'll keep you out of trouble. So yes, he said it would cost me $900 per month total. Okay, so that sounds like that includes the doctor visit and the injection. So yeah, I mean that's if you have to go cash pay on the Sublocade, it's not only going to cost you $2,000 just for the stupid shot, but you're going to have to pay for the injection, nurse injection fee, I think they call it. You're going to have to pay for the doctor's visit and whatever other random charges they try sliding in there. So even at $900 a month, that's much less than half of what you would pay cash for, like paying cash to see a doctor here in the States, which is probably $100 or $200 at least per visit. Just remember, guys, that you are all my babies. So just a quick checkup on the channel. We are doing, and guys, I don't know what's happened to the subscribers, but dang, they've been dipping off pretty freaking hard. I've been getting way more subscribers on my small car channel than I have been getting on this channel. So it's weird how it comes and goes in like waves. We've got 15 people in here hanging out, and we've got only 23 likes on this video. We've been live for an hour and 40 minutes, guys. So please, we're really struggling on the likes today. If you haven't yet, please smash that like button. I would appreciate you, baby. Drop us some comments, drop us some questions. If you're in here ghost listening, please say hello. Let us know your updates if you're struggling, if you're kicking ass, if you just got a new job, if you just broke up with your girlfriend. We want to hear all of it, guys. Tell us what's going on with you guys. If you have any big life updates, I know Savon, she's moving right now, I think in Cali. So that's always stressful stuff to go through a move like that. Hopefully Kimmy's having a good night at her show. I think it's a comedy show. It's kind of weird not seeing Kimmy and Mama Deb up in here because they are always here. I think this is the first time Kimmy hasn't been to a live stream since she found the channel like 3 or 4 months ago. So it seems different not having them in here. Hopefully Mom Deb's having a good night. When you take your Suboxone, Jerem says, how long do you have to wait before you can drink something? So are you talking about like drinking alcohol, Jerem? Or are you talking about just like drinking water or something like that? I'm assuming you mean just like drinking fluids, drinking water. So for me, I always would set my stopwatch to like at least 10 minutes. Some people say go 10 to 15 minutes. Anything after that, you should be good, Jerem. Water, he says. Okay. So yeah, I would say anything after 10 to 15 minutes. Try to sit down and relax. When you take your Suboxone, try not to be moving around a lot and like accumulating a lot of extra sweat in your mouth. Like for me, I would always put it under my tongue and go lay on the couch. And then that keeps me from having a whole bunch of saliva building up in my mouth. And I would just put it under my tongue and I would kind of wiggle my tongue back and forth to like try to help push it into my bloodstream easier, right? Or try to help it absorb easier into my under my tongue. So that's kind of how I would do it. KG says, I drink right after Jerem. Never changed anything for me. How long do you guys keep your Suboxone under your tongue before you swallow it? If you guys could let me know. Looks like we've got a newcomer up in here. John, I'll get to your comment in just a minute, my friend. Looks like Rach made it up in here. Rach, what's up, girl? I believe you, Kev. I know for a fact. I believe you, Kev. I know for a fact. What, Phil, you talking about the Kratom stuff? Is that what you're talking about? So hashtag says 260 Great British Pounds. Oh, that's what the GBP is. 200 pounds. They take a % for the government tax and a small % for the NHS care from our salaries each month. Wow, that is so different. Do you like it how they have it set up over there? That is so different sounding. Wow. Very interesting how different countries are from each other. Holy crap. After seeing vlogs and comments about replacing one drug for another, with Kratom, I wouldn't fancy it. Yes. And that's why I give so many warnings on Kratom, guys. I've seen a lot of people go off the deep end with Kratom and spend a lot of money and have a lot of health problems from taking too much. Oh, Phil's talking about doing the wheelies in fourth gear. Sounds like it's storming out here. So yeah, guys, that's why I always try to just make sure that I give warnings about Kratom and just say, what's worked for some and what hasn't worked for others. And it's like, if you're going to mess with Kratom, you need to use it very carefully and very slight slightly and stay the hell away from the kratom shots, the $15, $20 shots that you drink. Those are definitely a no-go. So he says water. Yeah, so definitely, for me, it's anything after 10 minutes basically, and you can drink and eat whatever you want. So Rach says, I'm driving but ghost listening. What's up? Good to see you in here, Rach. Drive safe out there, girl. Any updates on you, Rach? I'd like to hear any updates if you have anything about your Sublocade and Suboxone. I think she was having a little bit of problems with things and orally dosing her Suboxone while being on Sublocade. Give us an update on your Rach if you have a minute. I know you're driving. Don't be texting and driving though. Obviously, be safe. So if we've got some more people stopping in here now, people must have hit the like button. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So we've seen people hit the like button, and we've got more people in here now. It looks like there's 21 people in here hanging out. So please, guys, if you haven't yet done so, smash the like and drop a comment. So here we go. John says, hey, man, first time catching you live. Well, welcome, John. Good to see you in here. Says, I've watched several of your videos. Have you ever figured out how to help with bupe causing a lowered libido? So, yeah, what bupe are you on, and what dose are you on, and how long have you been on it, John? Give us some more information. I must have made at least 3 videos about that subject. Have you seen any of the videos that I've made about that stuff, John? And also, how old are you? And have you had your testosterone checked? I'll wait for John's response on the replay. Yeah, guys, if you're on bupe and you're suffering with a low libido, or you're having sex performance issues, or you're not able to finish, or things start to go down before you want it to, and you need to make sure that your testosterone, first and foremost, is where it needs to be. You can do that with a simple blood test. Also, consider lowering your dose if you're in the place in your recovery to do that. The lower the dose, the lower the issues you'll have with libido. And also, a huge thing for me was timing it right. When you were on Suboxone, if you take Suboxone like anytime between, for me, it was like I needed to give myself at least 8 hours from when I dosed to when I was going to be physical, right? So for a lot of people, what that would look like is if you knew you were going to be intimate that night, then you would either take your dose first thing in the morning and not take any more all day and all night. Or if you could, wait till after you've done the deed and then dose. Those things will help as well. And then if you need to, you can get Viagra or Cialis. Those things will really help patch you through as well. So there's many ways to kind of work your way around this stuff. And I know it's a serious issue that can ruin a lot of relationships and marriages. If the libido stuff is really off, it can really cause your partner to wonder what the hell's wrong with them or what's going on. Babies. 17 people up in here, guys. 17 people up in here. Glad to have you guys in here hanging out. We've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. I'm thinking we'll probably try to go for 2.5 hours today. So probably another 45 minutes, guys. Probably another 45 minutes, babies. Taylor, what's up, Taylor? Says, yo, can you explain how the depot works? Thanks for asking the question there, Taylor. I remember your comment, Taylor. Yes. Thank you for hopping on here, my friend. I remember telling you to hop on the live stream and ask that question. So Taylor has a really good question here, guys. So listen up. Taylor says, yo, can you explain how the depot works? He's talking about Sublocade. Would taking 50 milligrams over 100 milligrams still be the same amount of bupe per day, just in shorter in how long it lasts? So the way you worded it this time is a little bit confusing, but I know what you mean. You made a couple posts on the replay crew. So let me go back and read his comment that he made on the replay, because the way he worded it made more sense to me on there. So give me just a second, guys. I'm going to pull that up and read his comment on the replay crew. All right, here we go. So this is the comment that he'd made on my other video. It says, how does the Sublocade feeding system work? So they squeeze the medication into you and it forms a solid ball. They call that the depot. It's like a hard piece of plastic is what it feels like. And then he says, wouldn't taking half of the 100 still feed you the same amount per day as if you took 100 ? Or you say you got the 300 but pushed half of it out. Wouldn't that just mean it won't last as long, but you're getting the same amount of med each day ? So no, that is not how that would work. So if your doctor gives you, so did you guys understand? Did I read that right? Did that sound right, the question? So no, that's not how that would work. And I'm trying to simplify how to say this. There's like 4 questions in that paragraph. So I'm going to basically try to paraphrase here. Let me read it again. So basically he says, if you take 50 milligrams, wouldn't you get the same amount as if you took 100 milligrams? And no, you wouldn't. You would get half. And why would you only get half per day, half of the milligrams in your blood per day? Because it's half the size. The depot is half the size, right, guys? So if your doctor squishes out half of whatever the dose is, then you're getting half of that amount into your blood. And it's literally just because the medication / depot is that much smaller. It's half the size. So you're getting half the dose. So hopefully I responded to that the way that hopefully could make sense to you. If not, please feel free to ask clarifying questions on that. But no, definitely not. If you take the 300 milligram shot, you're going to get your blood bup levels are going to be a hell of a lot higher than if somebody only took a 100 milligram shot. And it also, on top of that, will last longer as well, right? So if you get the 300 milligram shot, guys, it takes on average, let's just round up to 60 days on the half-life. So if you get a 300 milligram shot, it takes 60 days for 150 milligrams to go away, right? So if you only took 100 milligrams, then in 60 days, you're only going to have 50 milligrams versus if you took a 300 shot in 60 days, you're still going to have 150 milligrams. Does that all make sense, guys? Does that clarify things for you? The bigger the shot, the longer it will last, and also the higher the blood levels. It's that simple. Tara says, hey, John, welcome in. Yes, welcome in. I appreciate that. I love questions like that, guys. I really love like the science of the science questions, stuff like that. I really love those kind of questions. Talking about doses and transitioning doses. I really love to hear and talk about that stuff. My babies. I believe the system works fine. To know that I can get healthcare from the local doctor or ER and hospital in outpatient care, including unlimited surgeries and tests and scans, I think it's a bargain. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I would definitely prefer us to have that your way, for sure. So I think a lot of us are envious of your healthcare system for sure. So Rach says, thanks for asking. So I'm feeling a lot better. I think I may be over the hump, but I'm scared to jinx myself. Well, I'm going to knock on wood for you over here. And you're welcome for asking. Yeah, I've been thinking about you. And I know that, it's interesting because some of my regulars, I can start to remember exactly, what they're going through. And then I think about what they're doing. And I always try to think if there's anything I could think of that might be able to help them in some way. So yeah, thanks for sharing, Rach. Did you run out of the ones that you had, the oral dose? Are you done oral dosing now, or what's the update on that? Yeah, sometimes our minds can play tricks on us and make us think that we're in withdrawal when we're really not, guys. And it's almost impossible to know sometimes because there could be many other factors going on in our lives. And just like Rach, she thought she was having RLS, but it was something else that was going on. And it's easy for our little devil on our shoulder to try to trick us into thinking that we're going into withdrawal. So just really try to be aware and I always say try to approach the stuff with the most positive mindset you can and try to assume the best outcome, right? And then if it keeps proving to you otherwise, then obviously then maybe you got something else to talk about. But you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? So Rach says, I called them to make sure I'm getting the 100 milligram next, and that's what they ordered. Yay, awesome. Awesome stuff, Rach. Sweet. When are you going to be getting that? So Rach says, interesting about the dose stuff. These lights are bright. I got to turn them down a little bit more here, guys. So I never have, so this is the after hours here. We got the dark mode on. I never had issues to get hard, but to finish was a marathon. Yeah, and it's different for everybody, right? Some people have both issues and some people don't have any issues. So it's literally just different for every guy, how old they are, how good their diet is, are they working out, how high their testosterone is. Like it's just like a whole big group of things that kind of all meshes into play. And I see your comments, John. I'll get to those in just a minute as soon as I get to them in the comments here, buddy. So hang tight, guys. If you have a question and you posted it, I'll get to it. Just hang tight for just a moment here. I'm about 10 minutes behind the comments. My babies. All right, so hashtag says from an equivalent of $1,500 per month salary, one would pay roughly $60 out of that for NHS. Damn, yeah, that's a good deal. That's for sure. It's so expensive here. It's so expensive here for healthcare. I mean, I hear some people paying like $700 a month for healthcare. Whew. And don't be having no family. You're gonna be paying at least $1,000. $1,000 a month. So Rachel says, switched from Mobic to Voltaren tablets for the pain. Just another NSAID, but won't make me swell as much. Awesome. I'm glad you guys got that figured out. Hi, Izzy. You want to come say hi again? Come here. Come here, little buddy. This is my little buddy, Daddy. You want to say hi? Say hi, everybody. Look, they're right there. Say hi. What's up, fam? Hope y'all are doing good out there, Daddy. Let's see here. Are you sleepy? You sleepy, doggy? Marky, my dude. Let's see. Coming close to the end, Rach. How many shots do you think you got left? Question mark. All right, so John says, sorry, I've been driving but listening. I'm 38. I haven't had my testosterone checked since taking Bupe. Oh, man, you got to get that checked. I've been taking it for 2 years and on 8 milligrams a day. Yes. So, yeah, John, you're definitely going to have low testosterone. I can almost guarantee you, my friend. I bet you, I'm going to take a guess right now. I bet you're at like 250 on your testosterone levels. It seems like that's what a lot of people are kind of around somewhere on the dose that you're taking as well and at your age. So please, buddy, go get your testosterone checked. They can get you on some supplemental TRT. And I'm not sure what your plan is or how your recovery is going, but if you've got enough, what do I refer to as, like if you have enough time in your recovery to where you're not worried about relapsing, then you might consider tapering your dose down, and that will definitely help. In this short term, it will help for sure. Is it just you're just not interested, or are you having performance issues, John? Or both? So Greg, dang, we've got some different people up in here today, guys. I love that. Greg says, I did my last question post, brother. It was the one in caps after new John. I'm new Greg, by the way. I have no idea what you're talking about, Greg. I'm very confused, my friend. If you want to post, that's the first comment I've seen from you on this live stream, Greg, if that's what you mean. Did you post another question on the live stream? I haven't seen anything else from you. That's the first thing I've seen. It was the one in caps. Yeah. No, I didn't see that. So if you cursed, then YouTube usually blocks curse. If you curse in the chat, YouTube will usually block it, guys. Or if you say anything like vulgar, YouTube will usually block it automatically. So feel free to say the comment again. Just try to take out any curse words or vulgarities if there's anything in there. I'm not saying that's what you did, but I'm just saying keep that in mind, guys. So Taylor says, I'm down to 0.75 milligrams of Suboxone, and I was going to switch to 50 milligrams of Sublocade. I tried upping my doses to 1 milligram, and I had horrible side effects. I'm coming off cold turkey, benzo, and poly drug damage, and my system is sensitive. I'm scared that the shot will be too much. That's a hell of a comment that you packed in right there, my friend. You turn the microphone down, little girl. That's a hell of a comment you got there, Taylor. Have you talked to your doctor about the Butrans patch, Taylor? I almost think that would be a better move at this point. For people who are on low dose of subs and they just kind of can't really finish up the taper, ask your doctor if they'll put you on the Butrans patch, guys. It's a low dose of Suboxone through a patch. It'll give you coverage 24/7. It's a simple patch that you change out once a week. It's much, much cheaper than Sublocade. You don't have to have the shot in your stomach, and you don't have to worry about being overly medicated like Taylor is worried about. So if you're that sensitive to where if you upped from a 3/4 of a milligram to 1 milligram and you had horrible side effects, then that tells me that you are really low as far as your tolerance goes with subs. So yeah, Sublocade might not be the best option for you, my friend. First of all, because it's so expensive. Second of all, because your tolerance is just really low. If you had issues just going up to 1 milligram, like I was able to go from 1 milligrams to 4 milligrams, like no time. It was not hard at all for me to do that. And not everybody is like me, obviously, right? So if I was in your shoes, Taylor, I would ask your doctor if he can get you set up on Butrans patch. And that's exactly what KG Smith is on right now. That's a great question and a great comment. Please let us know what happens from here. Yeah, for a lot of people, guys, they do better on, and there's the saying that I've said before, with Suboxone, less is more for many, many people. A lot of people will feel better on the lower doses of Suboxone. So a lot of people get foggy feeling, tired feeling, they just feel off with higher doses. And higher dose could be different for everybody. Like what might be high dose for me might be a really low dose for you. So it's different for everybody, right? But most of the time, people are going to feel better on a lower dose of Bute. You'll feel a lot more clear-headed, and you'll have the emotions that you need to have to be a normal human. So Rach says, no more oral ever. I do have an RX for more, but I haven't even pulled it out of the console. Doctor told me to keep it just in case, but don't fill it. Getting 100 milligrams in about 3 weeks. Awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome stuff. I like that. Great plan, Rach. Great plan. Darlene says, does anyone recommend good vitamins for energy / brain function, etc.? I've always just taken the Mega Man or whatever it is from GNC, the multivitamin. I've taken that every day for like the last 20 years. And then I take fish oil every day as well. Liz says, Izzy, it's me, Lizzie. There's Lizzie on here. Say hi, Izzy. She says hello. It's a cute puppy. I was looking into ANR. Have y'all heard of it? Anyone know anyone? ANR. I don't know what that is, Rach. Darlene, have you ever checked your vitamin and mineral levels checked? Tara said. Oh, Tara's still up in here. If you take TRT, can you ever go back to natural, or does that shut off your natural test production for good? That's another really good question, Taylor. Awesome, thank you. So it is true, yes, if you take TRT, it will turn your natural testosterone off. But as far as for good, no. There's a lot of people that come off TRT. I don't want to say a lot, but plenty of people that come off TRT. The doctor can give you a protocol to refire up your natural testosterone, or you can just kind of let it come back up itself. I directly noticed a difference in my testosterone levels whenever I was on higher doses of bupe and I was tapering. I could feel that my testosterone was going higher with the lower the dose that I took. So it's like your testosterone starts to come back to life as you get lower in the dose, is kind of what I noticed. So we've still got 15 people in here. We've gone for 2 hours and 4 minutes. We've got 28 likes on the video. I know we got to be able to get that past 30 real easy here, guys. If you haven't yet smashed the like button, please do so now, if you could. If you could do it. You laying down, little girl? She's so cute. Man, I had the leg day from hell. Oh, it feels so good to be that sore. It feels so good, but it feels so bad at the same time. Like when you can't almost get out of bed because it hurts so bad, that's when you know you had a good leg day. Tara says, I had mine looked at a while back and found out that my body doesn't methylate B vitamins. So I get prescribed methylated B12 and bimethylated B9 and take nutritional yeast for the B complex. You don't lost me right there, Tara. Thanks, Feel Good. You're the second person to recommend litrosine. Hashtag says, I'm almost 60 years young, and to be fair, I've never suffered with low libido or finishing while on methadone. Even now at my age, when I was on H and was much younger, I had zero of anything sexual. I'm gonna have to go to bed early, peeps. Got to eat with the fam. See you Sunday. All right, KG, shout out to you. I hope you have a great night, and I hope you're feeling well. And we'll see you Sunday. Thank you for the donation today. I really appreciate the love, girl. Thank you, KG. We'll see you Sunday, girl. KG is super consistent on the live stream. She's always here, guys. Really awesome to see my normies that make it to every single live stream we do here. It's freaking cool. Really cool to see, and I really get to know them and what they're going through and stuff. So I love that. Sometimes it's like we have new people showing up and like they pop a question and I really don't know much about their entire what they're going through and where they've been and what they're trying to achieve, and it's just like they'll fire off a question and it's like sometimes I give answers that it's like I don't really have enough information for that answer. And also keep in mind, guys, that I'm not a doctor, so I cannot give medical advice ever. I can only share what I would do in a certain situation. That's really all I do here. And we have a lot of people who share what worked for them and what didn't work for them. That's what this channel is all about, baby. I just heard a really weird noise. It sounds like it's storming really hard out there. Tara, that's very interesting. I need to do that as soon as I get my insurance switched. I haven't been to a doctor in a while. So what are you thinking then, Darlene? Are you thinking you're going to try the Kratom? Have you ever tried Kratom yourself, Darlene? Let us know what your plan is with that. If you're thinking you're going to do it, we want to keep up with you and keep updated with you so you can let us know if it's working and make sure that you're not taking it too much. But like I said, if possible, try not to do it. Try not to do it. I know it sucks to suffer your way through the summer, but you'll be years ahead if you don't get yourself set back on something else. Speaking of Kratom, Justin, what's up, boy? Give me that update we've been waiting for. Shout out to you, Justin. Says, hey guys, I hope y'all doing well. Good to see you in here, Justin. Please let us know how you're doing, buddy. I've been waiting to get your update for a little bit. I know that you hopped in one live stream like a week or two ago and said you were going to give us an update. So if you can, my friend, let us know how you're doing, buddy. Hopefully you're doing all right. So Taylor says, cool, I'll look into the Butrans patch. I appreciate it. Yes. Are you in the States, Taylor? Yeah, that would be the move for sure, in my opinion, for somebody on a low dose. If you're under like 1.5 milligrams, guys, in my opinion, the move is to go to Butrans. Try. I know not a lot of doctors want to prescribe it for trying to get off of Suboxone, but it's literally it's the same exact medication. Literally, it's only Bup. So if your doctor will likely have a response of, that's made for people who struggle with pain. We'll say, doc, it's the same thing you're giving me with Suboxone. It's literally exactly the same thing. It's Bup. That's it. It's just a slower, lower dose around the clock. And that will slowly help taper you on your own. That way you don't have to control it this way. But yeah, it's going to be what they call off-label use, meaning that since it's not made for that, you almost kind of have to like talk your doctor into it in a way, unless you have like an open-minded doctor. So be ready for the response, guys. If you bring up Butrans to your normal doctor, they're gonna be like, what are you talking about? And then you got to explain to them, it's the same thing that you're giving me with Suboxone, just in a different form. And I do have a video I've done with Dr. Chris Park. You're welcome to look at. You can watch that video. Just go to YouTube and search Butrans patch Dr. Chris Park kicking addiction, something like that. It should pull that video up. It was like a year and a half ago we did that video, and we were talking about the doses of Suboxone for the doses of Butrans. And to a certain extent, since it's an off-label use, you're likely going to have to, your doctor's going to have to work with you and help personalize it to, try this, let me know if it works. If not, we can change this dose type of thing. But yeah, if I had the option to go with either Sublocade or Butrans and I was on a low dose, I would go Butrans for many different reasons. Performance is fine once initiated, but the want isn't there as much as before. Thank you. I'll go get checked for low T soon. Plus, plan on tapering off by the end of the year, hopefully. That sounds like a great plan. Another thing, like I said earlier, John, is you can talk to your doctor about getting Viagra or Cialis for now, and that will really help save you. That will really make a big change as far as like immediate results. If you need an immediate Band-Aid is a way to kind of think about that. If you need something to get you through right now, Viagra or Cialis. I actually think Viagra is better just because it has a much shorter half-life, meaning that it can buy you like a 5-hour window of time. Like if you're going to go out on a date with your wife or something like that, and you're going to need that, then you can just take it before dinner and you're good for the night. And then Cialis is more of like a full weekend type of thing with a really much longer half-life. So just consider that as something to also talk to your doctor about. And that stuff can be cheap if you get the generic. John says, thank you, by the way. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for the questions. Oh, somehow I started getting behind a bit again. There's more people hopping in here now. 2 hours and 11 minutes. We've got 20 people in here. Only 29 likes, guys. We're way behind on the likes tonight. So please, if you haven't yet done so, do that thingy. Smash that baby. It sounds like my house is about to blow over with this storm. I hope we don't lose power here. Hey, stop. So Greg says, new Greg's question. I'm on Sublocade 100 milligrams, 6 shot total. It seems like it wears low about a week before the next shot. My doctor prescribes like 6 or 7 substrips to get through. Step back, you think? Question mark. Yes, and yes. For me, I was able to go 2+ months between shots, and I did not have that issue at all. And it's because the Sublocade builds up in your system. Are you going in every month for your shot, Greg? You shouldn't be needing that, in my opinion, but everyone's different, right? But yeah, I would definitely think if you've got multiple shots built up in your system, then your blood levels are climbing. They're not dropping as far as every month goes, right? Yes, I would definitely try not to take any strips if you're 6 months into Sublocade. I would definitely think that you should not need those. Your mind can start to play tricks on you to make you think that you need them when you really don't. I appreciate that question, Greg. And remember, guys, that the half-life is approximately 60 days on Sublocade. So if you took a 100 milligram shot today, it takes 60 days before even half of that goes away. So as you see, the more shots you get, the more you have built up in your blood, in your system, which is going to mean a longer, slower taper down the line. Love those questions. I also take fish oil capsules. They don't go rancid. When I eat sardines, I skip the fish oil. That's a good idea. Yeah, you'll be... Oh, sometimes like the burps with that stuff. Whew. Yeah, it sounds like you've got that stuff figured out, Tara. That's really good. The way that you're mentioning that stuff. Thank you. Sorry, I'm behind. It's newish in the U.S., not covered by insurance, but they will reset your receptors, ICU, and you go back to normal life within like 48 hours. ANR. Wow, yeah, I haven't heard about that. I definitely have not heard about that. ANR. I need to look into that. Unless is it referred to something else? ANR. I'm going to have to look into that. I wonder if it's referred to something else. Referred to as something else, I should say. John Walsh, definitely no interest is a side effects of sub. It's a part of the zombie-like feeling I had. The moment I stop subs, it comes back right away. Accelerated neuroregulation. Yeah, I have definitely never heard of that. Very interesting. So Taylor said Missouri. So here we go. Justin says Kratom. All right, guys, look at that, guys. Look at that. Justin says Kratom update. So Darlene, do you see what he said here? Kratom update. I wish I never touched this stuff, man. That first sentence says it all. For anybody considering Kratom, look what Justin just posted. Still taking it a few times a week to get solid sleep. And that's coming from somebody who it sounds like has been very... he's heard me give plenty of warnings about Kratom, so he probably knew not to go off the deep end with it. And what I mean by that is taking Kratom multiple times a day and escalating doses, right, guys? So I'm glad to hear, Justin, that you've been able to maintain that to only a few times a week. And it sucks that you have to rely on that to get good sleep, but it is what it is, right? At least you haven't gone off the deep end with it. That's what I would say, which makes me happy to hear. And it sucks that you do still have to take it. I mean, but it is what it is, right? If you're trying as hard as you can't make it, then you can't make it. It's okay. I appreciate the update, my buddy. I know he's been working on stopping the Kratom for a while now, and he never even got that deep with it. So Darlene says, Kevin, I got a bottle yesterday. I tried 2 pills and I felt great. See, that's where the addiction can start to creep in, right? Is if you feel really good on something. I got so much done, but I'm scared to take it every day, like you said. I am behind and I need to get motivated with life stuff. So yes. So okay, so she has experience. She tried, at least she only took 2 capsules. That's great. Don't try not to go over that, Darlene. And yeah, I would say if anything, try to not get it to where you feel great from kratom. Try to feel it to where you just feel like you're okay. That's probably the best way to not get addicted to any sort of kratom. If you feel great, meaning you feel like a little bit too happy, then that can start to wire your brain to be like, I need that kratom to feel great, right? But if you tried just taking 1 capsule, maybe you would have just felt okay, right? And okay enough to get whatever it is needed done. So just keep that in mind, guys, if you're messing with kratom and you're new to it. But definitely make sure that you're not just raw scooping unmeasured amounts of raw powder. I definitely recommend to try to stick with the capsules so you can keep tabs on where you're at. Hashtag says, you've got a great community here. Yes, I do. Be proud. I wish I'd found your channel sooner, and you have had a right journey. I've enjoyed all the vlogs, really informative. Awesome. Yes, I love that comment, and I am very thankful for this community for sure. You guys are awesome here, and I do appreciate all the love and support that you guys give me over the years as well. I've been doing videos for quite a long time now, guys. Quite a long time, and I do value you guys' relationships here on the interwebs. Thank you, guys. So Darlene says, Justin, how much kratom were you taking? And Justin says, I have a week of GABA I can take once I cut it out. It just sucks to feel like I slid back a little. From what I've seen and read, kratom is around 3 to 7 days to kick, so should be easier, I'm hoping. Honestly, Justin, if you've only taken it 2 or 3 times a week, I really don't think there will be much of a withdrawal from that, buddy. I really don't. If you're not taking kratom every single day, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of a withdrawal from that. You know what I mean? As Darlene said, I'm curious to how many capsules you were taking or what dose were you taking. If you've kept it really low, like Darlene was talking about doing like 2 capsules 2 or 3 times a week, I don't think there will be a withdrawal from that. I really don't. I think most people run into kratom withdrawal when they've been taking it 2 or 3, 4 times a day for a prolonged amount of time. Hashtag says, I wonder what the bioavailability of the Butec patch is. And I think what he means is, so he means Butrans, but that's what they call it over there in the UK. I didn't even know you could get a patch until now. See, that's why you come to this channel right here, baby. We'll inform you of all the options. Yeah, there's nobody that talks about this stuff. It's so hard to find this information, guys. So I have done a extraordinary amount of homework on this stuff and researched all the ways, because you guys just know there's so many different people that get stuck with certain things, and kratom and Suboxone and their opiate addiction and all the fentanyl out there these days. Like, we need as many tools as possible, right? It would be great if everybody could just cold turkey brunt force their way through the withdrawals. But unfortunately, once that stuff kicks in, we all know how hard that is to get through that. So it's like a step down type of approach for a lot of people. But if I can remember right, off the top of my memory, I don't think it's 100% bioavailability. I'm sure you could do a quick Google search to find out. I could probably find out here in just a moment. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Let's look, guys. Hopefully you guys see my screen here. Butrans patch Bioavailability. Let's find out here together. I wanted to guess it was 100%, but I don't think it is. Absolute bioavailability of the transdermal bupe patch is 15%. Okay, so it's lower for sure. Okay. 15. Yeah, right there says it all. So 15%. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't say 100. I didn't think it was 100. It's only the shots that are 100. So that's probably why they do the dosing how they do as far as that goes. So that was a great question. I'm glad we looked at that real quick here. I'm back. Where was I at? 15. So we've gone for 2 hours and 23 minutes now, guys. We'll probably wrap up in the next 10 minutes or so. If you have any final comments or questions or anything like that, please drop them in the comments. Start to wind things down here at the late night show. Dim the lights a little bit more. I'll make sure I get to your comments though, guys. I'll make sure I get to your comments. And since we're winding things down, I'm going to make sure I thank the sponsors of today's live stream. So it looks like we had 4 of you. So we had KG Smith with a $25 Cash App earlier. And Mark G, or hashtag as we see here, is still hanging out here on YouTube's. Sent a $25 PayPal earlier. And Shannon did a $10 super chat. Awesome to see a super chat on here. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. We had Jerem1979 with a $25 Cash App. So thank you guys who find value in this community and are in the position to show some love to this channel. We all know that the YouTubes don't really do anything at all for channels like this. So it's been nice to make some upgrades to this channel. And I really appreciate those who have donated or sponsored in the past. Thank you guys. I appreciate the love, guys. John says, how often do you go live? I will definitely show up for more of these. So we're here every Wednesday at this time. And every Sunday would be, we do every Sunday 2 hours after the start time of the Wednesday show. So depending where you're at, it's 5 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays and 7 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays. And like I said, we usually go for 2 or 3 hours, somewhere around there. Long ass live streams. And we just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. A lot of it's based around Suboxone, Sublocade, Kratom, opiate recovery, addiction, stuff like that. But we've been seeing more people talking about alcoholism. Some people talk about the 420 on here, sexual stuff like that sometimes, side effects, stuff like that. So we kind of talk about a realm of things. All right, back to the comments here. Where was I? So Justin says 1 teaspoon, which is 2 to 4 grams every other day or so. Sometimes back to back, but never more than once a day. Still not a good idea looking back, in my opinion. So right there, that's awesome information right there that Justin has. I just put it up on the screen. So yeah, if there would be a withdrawal from that, it should be very manageable. I would guesstimate, Justin, on that. So I wouldn't anticipate some horrible. The thing is that your brain is tied to, okay, if I take this, I feel good. That's where the harder thing is a lot of it's gonna come from the mind trying to tell you that kratom is so great and that you can't go without it. I think that's going to be the hardest part, not the actual physical withdrawal. That's my guess, based on my past experience as well. My doctor told me he's had patients. It takes 6 to 7 months to be completely stable on Sublocade, Rach says. I'll keep y'all posted as I start down my journey quitting the kratom. Definitely been hard on myself to get off this stuff. Newly married and committed to get 100% clean. Yeah, I know you've been working hard at it, Justin. You're doing great, my friend. You're doing really great. Just keep doing what you're doing, buddy. I mean, the dose that you're taking is so freaking small. You gotta be able to get past life, right? So don't be hard on yourself, my friend. You're not pounding this stuff all day. You're not taking kratom shots all day. You're taking nothing, dude. You're taking crumbs, basically. So Be good to yourself, Justin. You're all right, buddy. You're doing just fine. Essentially, when they put you in the ICU, they basically give you a mega dose of naltrexone and do a rapid detox taper while you're asleep. And then you wake up and they give you naltrexone pills right now. PRN. Wow. That is very, very interesting. I am amazed that I have not heard about that yet. I wonder, because I've heard other people talk about the, like the sleep detox type of thing. Is that the same thing or is it something different? That makes sense. Thanks, brother. This stuff can really be in your head. Even having access to strips when you don't need them is not a good thing. You start making up false reasons to pop them. Yes, that brings me back to a comment that Carrie made. She was having issues, and this comment will always stick with me, that she made a while ago. She switched to Sublocade, and she kept having problems taking her Suboxone. And she said, she had the comment, she said, if you have Suboxone available, your brain will trick you into thinking that you need them. And that's the easiest way I can say it. So shout out to her for saying that back months ago. That's the easiest way to even talk about this stuff, is sooner or later, your brain will talk you into thinking that you need them. It'll make up some fake withdrawal symptom, or it will tell you that you can't do it without it, or whatever the hell it is. If they're available, it's going to be an option that's going to sometime, boop, boop, hey, you're bored, you're in pain, this, that, whatever the hell it is, I need the energy, whatever it is. Sooner or later, if you've got them in the closet somewhere, your brain is going to pull that resource more than likely. There's very few people I know that can keep a hold of those and not take them. Wow, I got quite a bit behind here. Okay, Darlene says, I meant I didn't feel like crud. No euphoria, just felt normal. Okay, so yeah, that's the goal, I would say, in your situation, Darlene, is to do exactly that. I would think that 2 would do just that. So that lines up with somebody who has no tolerance to kratom. 2 little capsules, and just kind of help you get the energy to get out of bed and get a couple things done for the day. That's kind of what I would think. Kratom is bad news, man. It's like an opioid, SSRI mixed in one. Who knows what all receptors it hits, and you don't know what you're getting in it. It's another prison, amazing till it's not. It's a good comment. Yep. A lot of people I've seen struggle with that stuff. So, and I know I probably sound like a broken record with a lot of the stuff and the warnings that I give about kratom. And like I said, because I think it can do some people really good, but it's just people who struggle with opiate addiction. It's like you really need all the extra warnings. And that's why I always say the same stuff about this. So I'm sorry for sounding like a broken record. I don't mean to freak anybody out. I'm just saying I'm trying to keep y'all away from going off the deep end with this stuff. There have been people who have used it very sparingly just to get through the withdrawal, and then they cut it off. And then there's been some people that have gone the wrong way with it. So Justin says, so around the 24 to 48 hour mark, I start feeling like crap, mildly, but still there. Yeah, and that might just be what you have to go through for a few days. I don't think it would last that long. It should definitely be a much shorter, quote unquote, withdrawal than Suboxone for sure. Maybe if you have a 3-day weekend or something, you could just bang it out with and sit on the couch for a few days and just chill or something like that. I double hashtags comment, brother. You have a great community. Don't stop this channel. You are helping the hurt, my man. This is the first time I hit the live chat, and it won't be the last. Awesome. Yeah, I look forward to seeing more of you then, Greg. I appreciate the sweet comment, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do, guys. It means a lot to me when you guys let me know that you really get value out of this community, and that it's hard to find videos and channels like this. I know, because I've searched every single one of them on YouTube. I've spent thousands of hours trying to find content like this. So that's why I try to make content like this. Because I know how small of a group of people there are that make videos like this. There's not many people out there. Most people want to show their good things in life and all the good, the perfect aspects of life and the old highlight reel, right? But this is like the reversal of that. This is where people who are struggling come to talk about what's going on. He's over here snoring. We've definitely got a rainstorm going on out here right now. Hashtag, I love this community too. Kevin is a real champ for the hard work he puts in here. Thank you, Tara. Yes, it is hard work what I do for this channel. I'm not going to lie. I do put a lot of time and energy into this channel for sure. I mean, my voice is like giving out right now trying to talk. So your boy does work hard for this channel, and I appreciate that you guys recognize that. It is definitely not just like a turn on the camera and just go type of thing. I definitely think about, stuff I'm going to say, and pre-planning all the streams and just responding to comment, all this, there's a lot that goes into the back end of this stuff. So I appreciate that you guys recognize that. Thank you. Eggy Toast says, yo, what's up? IB's in the building. What's up, Eggy Toast? I agree, Kevin. It's dangerous too, because I can go and get it any day of the week. My heart goes out to folks who struggle with alcohol. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. It's so easily accessible, and that's another reason why in the past I've said if I had to choose out of Suboxone or Kratom, I would choose Suboxone, because you're seeing a doctor to get it. You can't just go scoop it up at the corner store any day of the week. And also another thing is we don't really know what's in it, right? A lot of people say that it's just all natural, harmless coffee plant, etc., right? But nobody really knows. Nobody's studied this stuff. We don't really know what the hell's in this stuff, right? We know that it can work to get you through a bind for sure. And we know that it can get a lot of people out of cold, hard opiate withdrawal. And it does awesome for that. And it can save a lot of people's lives too, from getting them off the streets from heroin addiction, fentanyl addiction, for sure. I would never debate that. But where a lot of people that are watching this channel, they're at a different point in their recovery. It's really hard for me to speak so general with this stuff. So I'm trying to kind of like put different scenarios out there when I talk about Kratom. But I'm glad that you're not just taking it multiple times a day, Justin. That's definitely something. That's when, if you guys have to start taking Kratom multiple times a day, that's when you should hear the alarm bells really going off. And the reason that it sucks is because it has such a short half-life. The half-life is only like 4 or 5 hours with Kratom, and that's why people have to take it 4 or 5 times a day usually. Because it works so fast, but it falls off so fast too. And that's like the same half-life as the old Lord tabs, right? Same thing. Burn the boats, Justin says. That's the only way I was able to stop taking subs back in May. Yes. Thank you, Kevin, for doing this for him. It helps so much. Kev is like the Ryan Donnelly 2.0, RIP Ryan. I don't think I'm that good, but I'll take that as a hell of a compliment. I've heard a few people say that, and Ryan was in a league of his own. He's an incredible man. That's a hell of a comment though, Phil. I appreciate that. I don't think I could ever compare to Ryan. That guy was like a freaking angel from heaven, but maybe for some people that's something that I am for you guys. And look at this, Greg coming through with a $25 super sponsorship. Thank you, my friend. Let's go ahead and fire up the jets with this sponsor bomb over here. Shout out to you, Greg. I appreciate the love, brother. Ooh-wee. Sponsor bomb in the house. Sponsor bomb. Shout out to Greg dropping the $25 sponsor bomb up in here. Says, excellent channel. Keep up the fight, guys. Shout out to you, Greg. I appreciate the love, my friend. Super, super awesome showing the love. Let me put that up on the screen there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Greg. I appreciate that. And also the comments, too. I appreciate the comments. It really does mean a lot to me. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me here on the channel as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Greg. I appreciate that, buddy. Megan C says, Marky, are you doing keto or something? I'm starving and craving carbohydrates. Marky, I ate almost a whole pizza last night. Got a carb up for back day today. Oh, yeah. I'm doing back tonight at the gym. Yeah, that's a really sweet comment that you made there, Phil. Thank you, buddy. Oh my gosh, that just reminded me of something, Phil, that you said that about Ryan Donnelly. So I got, I don't even know really if I want to say this, but on a couple of my older videos, I had an email address that I had posted in there. And I got an email, guys, from, it said Ryan Donnelly. And I was like, what the hell? This has to be a troll, right, guys? Like, what? And they were asking about Kratom stuff. I think they were asking about Kratom. Let me pull it up real quick. Tell me what you guys think about this. Really weird, guys. To get an email from somebody named Ryan Donnelly, like, what are the chances of that being a similarity? That has to be a troll, right, guys? Let me see if I can find it. So this is what the email says. And then it was from somebody named Kevin. That has to be a troll. It says, I saw your video on getting off of Suboxone with Kratom. I wanted your opinion on the whole process. I'm very interested. And it literally says it's from Ryan Donnelly. Like, what? What am I supposed to do with that, right? Like, you can't... What do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys think. That really tripped me out when I seen that. I was like, I mean, what do I even say to that? Tripped me out. There's that super chat again from Greg. I'm going to leave that up on the screen for a minute for him showing the love, Greg. I appreciate you, my brother. 2 hours and 40 minutes. My voice is raw up in here. We got to 31 likes, guys. I know we could easily get that baby over 35. If you haven't yet smashed that like button, I would appreciate it if you did that. Shout out to people on the replay crew that have listened to 2 hours and 40 minutes of my voice. Hopefully that wasn't too torturous. And remember, guys, if you're watching on the replay crew and you want to get through this information twice as fast, you can simply change the settings to 2x on the listening speed, playback speed. Because there are some times where I kind of pause between comments or I'm, thinking about something. And I always watch people's videos on 2x just to get through the information faster. And hopefully you guys can do the same. Unless you like listening to me in slow speed like this. Baby. And remember, guys, that we do Sunday live streams and Wednesday live streams every week. And lately, the Sunday streams have been even more popular than the Wednesday. We had a lot of people on the Sunday stream. Justin says, y'all have a good night. Great to chat again and get all caught up. Won't be on Sunday, but hopefully this next week sometime. I'll be a couple days off. All right, Justin, good luck with the Kratom, brother. Keep working at it if you can, buddy. Justin, much love. You're the man, Kev. Later, y'all. Where am I on the comments? Sorry, I've had to skip some comments here, guys. Trying to get caught up to the end so I can kind of wind the rest of this down. All right, laugh out loud. See Izzy and y'all. Justin said bye, Izzy Bell. I don't know why I posted that twice. What did Megan post? She says those cravings will go away. Marky says, right now, Phil, 200 plus protein per day and fat grams, trace carbs, just trying to kick-start ketosis. I'm fasting through the night. No dinner for me. Oof. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have brought up that pizza then just a minute ago. So hashtag says first thoughts troll. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. I was just like, I don't know. It tripped me out seeing that. It might be a troll, but who knows? I know there are plenty of Ryan Donnelly out there, but what are the odds? Yeah, and then why would the email say it was from Ryan Donnelly and then at the bottom they said Kevin, like it was from Kevin? Like that's too much. Too much weirdness going on there for me. But yeah, very interesting email. So we're going to wrap it up here, guys. I try to keep it under 3 hours. Shout out to the sponsors once again. We had KG Smith, Mark G /#. We had Shannon showing some love, and Jerem1979, and also Greg just showed a super chat donation. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys showing the love to this channel, baby. Remember that you are all my babies. And we are going to play some chill music on the way out of here. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Love you guys and have a great fucking week, baby. Bye.
Woo!